For a challenge, I wanted to create the strongest character in Project Zomboid. A character so powerful they got every single positive trait and then some. Meet Strong Woman. She needs no man. All she needs is a weapon and she's ready to tackle anything Project Zomboid can throw at her. So to complicate her life, she's starting 6 months later in winter, a set loot too insanely rare and the zombie numbers also too insane. Plus, she's a nomad, meaning she's not allowed to spend more than 3 days in the same city, and she's got a lot of ground to cover before her extraction point at Louisville Airport. Now relax, crack open a cold one and join me on this epic adventure, which began in Echo Creek. And there she is. Strong Woman has arrived and she can already see some zombies out there. Now luckily we do start with some weapons due to our prepared trait, because I cannot imagine there's gonna be much in this house that we could loot. I'm gonna take some curtains though, so I can make a sheet sling bag. Well, the house itself was very empty, but we do already have zombies invading this place. And that's how Strong Woman is gonna get her first few kills. As you can see out here, there's some zombies around and the snow is permanent. And the digital watch tells me it's -14 out here. Now, I'm gonna start moving towards the next house. Yeah, there's a lot of zombies, but we gotta keep on moving and looting. She's feeling chilly, so we should maybe stay inside. Or we could find some fresh clothes, that would be nice. In any case, Strong Woman's got a battle on her hands right away. So at least that should keep her warm for a while. Since we are 6 months later here, there's gonna be no power and no water in these houses. So I'm gonna have to avoid being outside for too long, otherwise I'm gonna get too cold until I find some proper clothing. Oh, I did find a holster in this one, that's great. Oh, a nightstick, yeah, that's gonna be very useful as well. And I guess we can use the shotgun to attract some Zeds if we want to. But right now, that's not necessarily what I really want. Oh, I found a can opener. That could be a very, very beneficial thing. I think the last time I played a game with these settings, it took me like a month to find one. This is a pretty good start, I would say. Oh, big hiking bag in this one. Oh, that's a huge upgrade. And a sweater. I will take it, thank you. Oh, and we got a bottle of wine here and a garden hoe. Perfect weapon. Let's garden up here. Oh, I see a pickaxe there. Oh, and an axe right there. Let's go. It is shit quality, but it's better than nothing. Now, with these weapons in hands, let's move further towards the town, because what I really need to find is a working vehicle. Maybe one of these guys here has parked one somewhere. I will have to interrogate them. Now, those of you that watch my channel recently, you know that I promised you another Kenshi series. I actually started recording one, but it wasn't as fun as I was hoping to be. And since right now I am very strapped on time because I won't be able to record for a while due to health reasons soon, I had to quickly pivot to this series that I wanted to do after the Kenshi series. But don't worry, a new Kenshi series is also coming, just it's gonna take a bit longer. Now just enjoy the moment when Strong Woman's favorite weapon is a garden hoe. It's probably not gonna last. I did find a crowbar amongst all those corpses though, and it's full condition, which is gonna be amazing because she's got a trait that makes her crowbars do more damage. And she's pretty good at long blunt. The garden hoe has unfortunately broke though, so all we have is a stick now. We'll use that stick, and then we're gonna go loot these trash cans here, because another one of her trades give her a chance to find fresh food in the trash, which is glorious. This is probably gonna be how we're gonna find most of our food. Well, this house turned to be basically a hobo place, which means we move onwards to the next. And the next one is also slightly occupied, but that's nothing that a good stick cannot handle. Oh, we actually got some food here, that's amazing. And this could maybe be a potential place to spend the night, because the night is slowly approaching. I just need to make sure it's decently safe out here, which is probably gonna be easier said than done. Also, finding a vehicle should be priority number 1, and that one looks in pretty good condition. I fear there might be a couple of zombies protecting it though, which means Strong Woman is gonna have to be really strong. I also don't like the fact that each swing is now throwing an error on the side. I mean, that could be a problem given how many swings she's about to do. I wonder if that's connected just to blunt weapons. No, it's now everything. Amazing. I have encountered this problem in my testing and I hoped I eradicated it, but clearly not. But well, a couple hundred errors a day never hurt nobody, right? We are playing on the unstable build anyway. It's right there in the name. Oh, I got my upper torso scratched. Didn't even see how it happened. Well, that's bullshit. That's what you get, you know, overconfidence and all that stuff. A slow and insidious killer, just like this zombie. A little bitty scratch won't stop strong woman though. I have a feeling she's gonna be seeing a lot of them in the future. Now let's take a look at this car. Unfortunately, no gas and empty battery. I wanted to go rest for the night, but then I saw there's a zombie with something stuck in them there. And you know what? A weapon is a weapon, and I want it. Well, I don't think it's a very good weapon, but it is a weapon. Now let's spend the night in quiet contemplation. My end goal is to reach Louisville Airport, where strong woman could exfil, but this is also a Nomad challenge. That means I'm not taking a straight path to the airport, nope, I'm taking the scenic route. There are 13 big named regions / towns in Project Zomboid, and starting from Echo Creek, my plan is to visit and survive 3 days in each and every one of them, no matter how dangerous they might be. So strap in, for this is gonna be one dangerous adventure. Well, the good news is it's now morning and my wound is gone. The bad news is I'm not sure if strong woman can survive this challenge unless you subscribe right now. I got you there, didn't I? You thought the news were actually bad. But the truth is there ain't no such thing as bad news when you got strong woman. For she is stronger than all these zombies and their small peepees. Also, if I ever call her weak man, that's just habit, you know? Now let's go ahead and let's loot this big place. There's bound to be something good in here, right? Besides just walkers. Yeah, there's fresh corn dog in the garbage. Nice. But besides that, just more zombies. Lots more zombies. At least they did produce me a new weapon. And left me with more good food in the trash. But nothing else besides. Oh, strong woman has now crossed 200 kills, which is nice. But she's probably gonna need to kill a lot more if she's to find a working vehicle. And she needs to find one soon because she doesn't have that much long in Echo Creek anymore. And she's really gonna need a car if she's to move onwards. Alas, no car is free in Project Zomboid, and strong woman wouldn't want it any other way anyway. For she is the slayer of hordes, the destroyer of dreams, and she is one lucky lady. Look at that wood axe. She has traits that make looting zombies really worthwhile. And since loot is set to insanely rare anyway, she's gotta do it. She's gotta loot every single one of them. Now this is a good find though. Empty gas can. Now let's see if that car is useful. It's got no gas and almost no battery. That's unfortunate. Ooh, but there's another car in the back. And there are zombies in the woods. And there are zombies coming from the house. Let's see if there's any zombies downstairs though. Oh, that's another crowbar. Okay, I think I can stop using crap weapons now. I do wish I had a place to store my crap weapons though, because strong woman is starting to get way down. Maybe you switch to almost broken weapons first and break those. Also, this tank's got some gas, but almost empty battery. Ooh, and a map of Irvington, which is perfect because that's where we're moving next. From here to all the way down here. I'm gonna try to hotwire it, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. It doesn't really want to start, does it? No, it's too wrecked, unfortunately. Which means we move on. Ooh, I see a trailer there and another car. Let's go. Oh, there's more cars. There's two there. There's a van there. There's a black car there. That's amazing. One of these gotta have some juice in it, right? Not this one. This one's got slightly more battery charge, but no tank. 18% of this one, but still no gas. Nothing here. So this van's gonna be worth it, I believe. Maybe one of these boys even has a key for it. No key and no gas. Oh, there is a key here. So at least there is that. But we'd need to find a hose anyway to be able to siphon the gas from anywhere. Which means we press on. For there are more cars out there, I believe. Maybe we can get lucky here. Well, there's a tire iron here, so that is kind of lucky. Oh, there's a van right over there. Protected by a couple of zombies, of course. Nothing that strong woman couldn't handle. Actually, that is quite a lot for her to handle, to be honest. And since it's getting dark, it's kind of hard to see behind her. But slow and steady wins the race. And not even a little bit of muscle strain could hurt her. Ooh. That's a vehicle kill, let's go. That is a new helmet. If I can check this vehicle tonight, that'd be great. But it is getting late now, and I wanna be somewhere safe overnight. So let us be sneaky. This one's got some gas, but the battery is just dead. So for now, we return somewhere to safety. I think the gas station should do. I thought I cleared it pretty nicely, but clearly not. But at least there's a couple doors between me and the zombies if I go to sleep here. This is Strong Woman's last day in Echo Creek, which means finding a working vehicle is really the most important thing ever. Which means I'm gonna try to avoid fighting all the zombies in my path and just run past them until I see a car I can maybe grab, like right there. Or if we have to fight, we go crowbar then. And now, let's go. Strong Woman is a crowbar master, and these zombies are, they're in for a treat. When she levels up Blunt even more, this whole thing is gonna be even more glorious. Well, a bit of peace and quiet. Quickly, let's loot the corpses. Corpses had nothing, which means we move onwards. Also, I have to remember the overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer again. But I did reach Long Blunt level 5, so that's great. Now, let's get to the actual car right there, shall we? Let's see if this was all worth it. No gas, 15% on battery, that's crap. But it's crap I'm used to, so we keep on moving, we keep on searching. There's bound to be more cars in this shitty place. Well, there's certainly more zombies. Alas, cars seem to be extinct. Well, there's a trailer, so there's that. Oh, there's a car outside of the church, let's go. It looks like it could be in decent condition, which means we fight for it. Strong Woman's gonna fight for her right to party. Holy shit, there's a lot of party goers here. I think we might have to blast some. This might cause some more. Who knows? Maybe. But if I call them away from the car, that could work. Now we sneak around. And I can easily pick them off one by one. Or, you know, a couple at a time. Because Strong Woman's got a big stick and she ain't afraid to use it. I guess that stupid childish joke would work better if this was a man. But let's be real, weak men could never swing a crowbar for more than like 2 hits. And then he'd be tired like a little baby and cry and go to sleep. Because zombies are scary. But not Strong Woman. She's built out of sturdier stuff, although she is slightly out of breath now. Perfect time to check this car, and it wasn't worth it. There's another empty gas can here though, I can take that. And then I guess we keep on moving. This lonely house seems very peaceful. If we, of course, ignore these couple of zombies in here. And these couple in the back. Which means we can go rest here for a bit. But it's 2 in the afternoon now. I have to keep on moving. I know there's a gardening store up this way. I'm gonna go check it out. And there is one car parked outside. It looks like it's in terrible condition, but we'll see. Yeah, no gas, no battery. I will leave now. And I will continue searching every farm I can find. Hoping for a vehicle that is not this. But the hour grows late. And while I have another idea for a place that I could search, I'm in big danger of getting stuck out here with no vehicle. But maybe the chicken farms could save me. Holy shit, that's a lot of zombies. I've got some trailers here. There is a car. I'm gonna just beeline for it and see if I can open the hood. Yeah, no gas, no battery. And that seems to be the only vehicle here. Well, zombies, I will let you be now. Could have thought that the whole Echo Creek could not have a single working vehicle, huh? There are a couple more houses down here that I can check, so I'm gonna do that. And hope against all hope that I get lucky. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky. Even if there was a vehicle, there's so many zombies out here, man. Oh shit, there's a vehicle. Quickly, check it. No gas, low battery. Move on. I think this was the last house for a while. Maybe there's gonna be something here? Spoiler alert, there wasn't something there. And there's nothing here either, but this house seems to be pretty nice and empty. I'm gonna use it as my safe house for the night. Well, nice and empty doesn't mean it's actually empty. Actually, all kinds of anything but empty, but these guys are dead survivors. Which means some good loot potential. Holy shit, a short sword. Oh, that's pretty amazing. Unfortunately, the survivors do not believe in doors. Maybe that is why they are no longer survivors. So I'm just gonna block this door with some shelves. And then we're gonna spend the night. No luck, no vehicle, only endless winter. And even endless zombie hordes. Strong Woman is a killing machine and she doesn't tire easily, but walking the breath of Kentucky on her Nomad run is asking slightly too much. Alas, for now, that is her lot, and all she can hope for is to find a working set of wheels along the road to Irvington. And hope there's some Tylenol to be found as well along the way, because it is time to turn on. No zombies came overnight, so that's good. So now, we just move on. The road ahead is long, and if these zombies are not protecting a vehicle, I do not care. I just know that I have to leave Echo Creek. Well, otherwise it might be worth if I was foraging along the way. It's not like I can forage a car out of nothing, so I just have to keep moving. I will quickly check garbage for food though. And while Strong Woman is rarely hungry, she is already losing weight. Maybe at some point I can find some butter or something for her. Let's eat these sardines, so she at least has something in her belly. It is already middle of the day now, and she's still walking down the empty roads. This is where she spent the night. Look at how far she already gotten. Irvington is right there, almost. And we are finally close to civilization again. Though it seems like this civilization hates vehicles. I'm not even gonna bother searching these warehouses, because I know there's just gonna be rotten food in there. Besides, one cannot drive a rotten banana or whatever. Or leek, I guess. At least the rural area here is decently empty. I can imagine the city centers proper are gonna be much bigger pain in the butt. So maybe it's good she learns how to walk a lot, because I guess any vehicle she gets to drive is bound to get stuck in the cities. Not that there are any vehicles around here. Or are there? Oh, look at that. That little thing is worth fighting for. It's the only whiff of a vehicle I've seen so far on this road trip. I have to check it out. Oh, this zombie's got a military backpack on. Now that is a nice upgrade. Now even if I cannot get this car, this has already been worth it. No gas, no battery, let's move. My next hope is the big cattle farm that is right outside of Irvington. We don't have it on the map, but it's like right here. Or this car over here. I'm feeling it. This one could have everything I need. Just need to deal with these little bastards first, and then we're good. Nothing that Strong Woman couldn't handle. By the way, I almost said weak man again. Clearly I played too much of that bastard already. Anyway, this car's got no gas and no battery either. Now, this is the cattle ranch. Let's hope we get something here. Well, I got a big lag spike, which might mean there's a lot of zombies around. And there's also a couple of vehicles. It is already late, so this is gonna be dangerous. Now, the moment of truth. Okay, nothing on this one. 2% of gas, 13% battery, that's horrible. 6% in the battery. Well, looks like Strong Woman is still walking. This is slowly turning into the long dark, I think. Endless snow and endless walk. This is the nearest house. It's already 11 in the evening, but this is where I'm gonna have to spend the night. After I clear the place first, of course. Actually, I think I take this back. This is all broken into. Maybe it's better off if I go to the neighbors. Not that this is much better. There seems to be fewer zombies around. Well, the window is broken, but I guess that's the best we can hope for. Unless I use the basement as a sleeping area, but I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, but I have found a rubber hose. That is worth a ton. With that, I'll be able to start siphoning gas from cars and eventually, hopefully have enough gas for one vehicle. We are technically on the outskirts of Irvington now, so my time starts running now for this town. So first things first, I'm gonna return back to the cattle farm. And now that I can, I'm gonna see if I can siphon some of the gas. Because some of these vehicles at least have a little bit in them. It's funny how unlucky Strong Woman has become. I did 12 test runs when I was setting this up, just so I could remove some mods that were causing errors, and I needed a long time to figure out what was happening. In most of those 12 runs, the first thing I ever found was always a vehicle, like full-on working vehicle. So yeah, this has been pretty shit so far. Also, look at that amazing liter of gasoline we got now. Now we move onwards to the pig farm. Piggies are also protected by a lot of zombies, which means Strong Woman is gonna have to thread the needle. There are 2 cars down there. Is this worth the fight? Probably is. 5% gas here, amazing. These guys are probably gonna break the fence soon. So, we go around. This is probably very dangerous, but there could be some vehicles. Yeah, I see the vehicles there. Well, these zombies all want the piggies. I really want their cars. Yeah, I don't think I'll have the chance to even check them without fighting all of these. And I'm not sure if I want to fight all of this. Okay, now we really thread the needle. Good thing those, doors over there are tastier than Strong Woman. For now, though, we again move on. And we go further towards Irvington. Still hoping for that vehicle. There's bound to be somebody at least here that ever drove a vehicle, right? We're almost there. Almost in Irvington proper. Let's see if this place got something for me. I need some food now. Strong Woman is actually hungry. And there is a fresh habanero, delicious. Not surprisingly, but that did not satisfy her. Strong Woman is not that easily satisfied. It is surprising to me there's no zombies here though. I did find a wood saw, that's nice. Oh, and cereal in the trash, nice. Now I'm guessing I'm gonna have to start fighting to get into town. But there is a junkyard there. Maybe I can get lucky over there. There's bound to be some cars here. Maybe even a working one, you never know. This one actually looks in decent condition. Look at that gas tank, look at that battery. Oh, we driving, boys and girls, let's not be racist. I can hotwire this bad boy, and we hope that it starts. I never checked the engine, did I? Oh, it did start though. Getting it out of here with all these trees might be a bit tougher though. I mean, the engine isn't so bad. Probably just haven't been driven in a while. I do want to check all of the rest of the cars here just for some gasoline as well. You never know what you might find. This car right here looks even better. Oh yeah, this one is even better. Just need to make sure that it's gonna be mine and mine alone. And if a couple zombies have to die for that, so be it. I'm gonna quickly hotwire it. Oh yeah, this one started a bit easily than the other one, and I can most likely get it out here. After I deal with everybody here, there's a lot of everybody's here, even the raccoon has joined the fight. Glorious Spiffo is on my side. And whoever said it was the raccoons that spread the plague, that's slander. Alright. That is better. I'm gonna try to uninstall the window on this car because I had to break the window on the other one to just get in. Oh yeah, I got it, nice. Let's just replace this bad boy. Only 65 chance to succeed. Come on, you got this, strong woman. Let's go, perfect. And now I still want to check the rest of the cars for gasoline. I'm not going out of here before I take every single whiff. That's probably not gonna be much, but whatever I can find is better than nothing. And in any case, I can take from this car as well. Oh yeah, that's 2 full gas cans now. 20 liters, perfect. I'll drop this in the back and then we move onwards. I'm gonna stick to exploring the outskirts of Irvington for today because it's already late. So it would probably be smart to find a place where I can spend the night. Maybe finding some food would be smart as well, which means I gotta go check these trash containers. How about right here? Oh, would you look at that? Let's go, he says as he picks up only like a couple of cans of nothing. But hey, that's at least something I can get excited for. Any food is a treasure right now. I'll go to the farmer house down here to settle for the night. But first, we party. I mean, we're 6 months in, of course it's kind of broken and all that. That is really to expect at this point. Oh, look at what I have found on one of the zombies, a machete. That goes well with our sword. I think I'll be saving those big bladed items for bigger towns, which actually might be Irvington tomorrow. I think the most important thing I gotta do now is not to get my car stuck in a horde when I'm driving through a city. It would be a huge shame to lose it that way, but it's definitely a thing that can easily happen. There's a lot of zombies in this place for some reason, and this lady had a broken baseball bat stuck in her torso. Amazing. Oh, and we got some extra food. Give me all your extra food. There's never enough extra food. I mean, strong woman's got a big belly. That's just how it is. That's canon now. Look, she's feeling hungry while fighting zombies. That just, you know, was just weird shit. Would you be feeling hungry while fighting for your life? Probably not. Probably wouldn't be thinking about that, would you? In any case, hopefully this is all the zombies that were out here now. If somebody could clean up all this trash, that'd be great. No zombies in the basement. 1 zombie in the living room. And an unbroken door and no broken windows in the bedroom upstairs. You'll love to see it. Now that is the dream, isn't it? The endless winter, the long road walked, and not even the hundreds of zombies put to the ground could break strong woman's spirit. She lived for every single day, and if that meant getting her hands dirty, well, unlike her weakling brother, she wasn't afraid of a little spilled blood. The path ahead of her was now clear. Yes, it was dangerous, and yes, it was long, and yes, it would only get tougher and harder from here on out, but she was no longer on foot. Her backpack was filled to the brim with bladed and blunt instruments of death, and she was popping with confidence. Alas, overconfidence is a strong and insidious killer, and one single mistake can send her to an early grave if she's not careful as she fights towards a promised treasure trove. And what a treasure this is promised to be, because strong woman is gonna go to downtown Irvington and she's gonna try to make it into a gun store. Well, how are you gonna do that, Coco, when the gun store is completely boarded up? That is a good question. That is a very good question. My plan is to stop at a couple of stores along the way, and hopefully we can find something there that will allow us to Crack open that thing. But if not, well, then the whole trip's gonna be for nothing. Also, I really don't want to be hitting any zombies with my car. My car is like the most precious thing to me. I would not want anything happening to it. Alas, Strong Woman is a speed demon, so I have to be very careful how I drive, as it's almost impossible not to hit anything when there's so many zombies around. Although, I do see other cars out there that I could potentially use. Lots of other cars, that's great. But my first stop is gonna be here at Metalhead Tool Shop. Guess what I'm shopping for? I'm shopping for some tools. I do have tools to slay right now, which means I just need a proper can opener, like a sledgehammer-sized can opener. And if not that, a welding torch will do. By the way, Strong Woman has managed to kill almost 650 zombies in the first 5 days. And since her path ahead is still very long, I have a feeling she's gonna be slaying a lot more. Not surprisingly, this place is trashed, which means no useful loot for me, unfortunately. So we move on. Oh, that is a car I would like to check. Maybe on my way back. Next, I'm gonna stop at this Zippy Market. That thing could have some useful things for me. And when I say thing, I mean place. Although for now, all we've got is a lot of zombies. So, a lot of zombies we shall kill. Who doesn't like dancing in a conga line, right, zombies? I mean, clearly Strong Woman is the one that hates fun. Otherwise, she would allow these guys to dance with her. Who knows, maybe she would meet somebody nice. Take them out for a drink or two. Could even do with a nice candlelit dinner, maybe. You know, just live a little, not just murder everything around you. I mean, goddamn, woman, just relax. No, she's not here to relax. She's here to slay. And of course, then she's gonna go shopping at the Zippy Mart. Wow, we're hitting all the stereotypes today, aren't we? Good job, Coco. You're sending the lady to shopping. Amazing. Must have been really hard to come up with those jokes, huh? What jokes, you might ask? Yeah. Exactly. Now let's see what we got in here. Besides the shopping dead, of course. That's a piece of candy. Oh, we got some sodas as well. Even a fresh corn dog. So yeah, I did actually find a decent amount of food, so we're gonna be good for a bit. And now we're gonna leave. Because very close nearby, there is a hardware store, a big one. And I want to plunder its secrets. There's potential for a lot of good stuff here. And that is a great start, a welder's mask. While it might have started great, the rest wasn't so great. I mean, I did find stuff like the tire pump and pipe wrench and a whetstone. That's not really what I was after. Well, actually my game crashed when I was exiting the store and there were some zombies outside, so I didn't know what to expect, but looks like Strong Woman is fine and she survived. So happily, now we just continue onwards. There's still a bunch of places I wanted to check today, and even though they are on the edge of Irvington proper, that's not gonna make them any less dangerous. So let's fight for this Gigamart then. And hopefully I can find something good in here. Gigamarts usually also have tools and such, so if I could find something called a welding torch, that'd be amazing. Oh, now that is quite a find. A proper full-on heavy car battery. A tactical balaclava on this bad boy. That's great. Can't ever be under-equipped for this winter. Now let's see what they've got in here. Oh yeah, this is a big one. Well, there's definitely food here, but is there anything else useful? Besides a bunch of zombies. Oh, antique spear. That is huge. This is what we get from one of our mods. A very rare antique weapons that I have a chance to find. A very low chance, but a chance nonetheless, and then they are great. And while it's great, it's also not exactly what I want. So I guess, we're gonna be again unlucky. Although I'm not feeling that unlucky seeing what lies between me and that gun store. There's gonna be plenty of cool places we can visit here still. But I'm not gonna risk everything to get into a place where I, well, cannot get at all. And it's starting to get late in the day anyway. Let's move back towards where we spend the night and try not to wreck our car driving past these zombies. I think I took a wrong turn along the way. That's fine. Just people, please get out of the way. Get off the road right now. Nobody wants to see anything happen to anybody. We want to keep this town safe and secure. Nobody should get hurt. Safe and secure. Home sweet home. And I mean, this is gonna be our home for just like one more night. Actually, no, it's gonna be
2 nights because I can still sleep here tomorrow and then leave in the morning. For now, we'll just chill with all the fresh ingredients we've gathered along the day. Really don't want to lose all the weight too soon. Now, I did promise we're gonna find a treasure trove here in Irvington, but besides that welder's mask, it hasn't really been treasury or trophy at all. But hey, that might change today with our last day in Irvington, because I have a couple more places I want to visit. If I manage not to break my car upon these zombies, then maybe I can find something useful here at car fixation. Because the way my car is already looking, I have a feeling we're gonna need some car repairs soon. And these zombies are gonna need some dental repairs soon. A baseball bat with a can on top? Oh, it can do good stuff. And it will have to do good stuff. If it's war that you want, it's a war that you're gonna get, zombies. Ooh, that's a firefighter. Maybe he's got some good gear on him. But that good gear's gonna have to wait for a sec, because Strong Woman right now needs that can-do attitude. Can kill all the zombies in front of her. And yet another firefighter. And that's also a level 6 in long blunt now. More damage. Let's go. I found a vehicle key here. And unfortunately the firefighter stuff is all destroyed. But this is not destroyed, although no, it's got 3 holes. Never mind. Well, let's see if we got anything good in here. Oh, we got some new boots, finally. Don't need to wear those sneakers anymore. I actually found a book. This is the first book we ever found so far. I'll take it. Probably won't ever get the chance to read it, but for now I'll grab it. Well, this place didn't really give us much, so we move on. Just up the street from this place, there is a police station, and that is a really nice looking police car. This is gonna be our next battlefield. And no, it's not Battlefield 6. Strong Woman is more of a indie game supporter than AAA. Nothing wrong with AAA if you like it. It's just not really her cup of tea. To be honest, I don't even know what her cup of tea is. Probably zombies. And luckily for her, there's a lot of those around here. And they just won't stop coming. This is just a tiny police station. There's so many around. I don't know whose idea it was to set the zombie numbers to insane. But let's be real, that guy is pretty stupid. Oh, and the police station is still full of zombies. Who would have thought there'd be so many employed here? Correction, it is no longer full of zombies. And the last one, the very last one, well, if you ignore this one, they broke my canned baseball bat. Oh. This is why there's so many. They're just coming in from the back window. Now I can show you the power of a crowbar, zombies. Also, she's finally out of breath. After killing 200 zombies today, and it's barely noon. About time we start looting some of this. Oh, somebody just unleashed or a foul somewhere out there, because I needed them to attract more zombies to me for sure. Yeah, that was great, thank you. Oh, now we have a lot of them moving again around here. Fine, I'll just hide inside. And let's see if these guys got anything interesting up here. Open that door right now. There you go. There's bound to be a lot of stuff in here. A box of 308. That was worth the fight, right? Actually, let's see if this car might be worth the fight. Ah, the battery's dead. That's unfortunate. And since it really smells over here, I'm gonna go visit another place. And no, it's not the bank. It's here, just past the bank, along a bunch of very empty roads, and far into the wilderness. Although it might not be so wild over here. I guess we'll see soon just how wild it is. But yeah, this thing is a gun club, Irvington Gun Club. And my hope is we find something useful in here. Although how badly trashed it is, I'm not sure if we will. Only rats down here in the gun range. Oh, but we do have a radio with automated emergency broadcast system here. That is really good. Anything special to report, sir? Well, I think we're gonna have a helicopter coming soon. I guess not yet, but probably very soon. Yeah, this place is unfortunately just empty. Oh, well, there's some ammo on the ground, and there's some more ammo here. I don't think all this ammo is gonna be too much of use, but, you know, some of it could be. Just need to find the right guns eventually. Now, on my way back, I'm planning another stop, for I saw some vehicles around here that might have a new hood for my car. And my car definitely needs a new hood. Looks like there's a bunch of horse riders here, but there's gonna be no horsing around or jockeying around in Strong Woman's presence. 76% hood? Oh yeah, that's pretty good. We got 65% chance to grab it and not break it. Oh, let's go. Now, if there could be no interruptions while doing this, that would be great as well. But in any case, that looks much better. Let's go. This car here also looks in great condition. And since there's only a couple people joking around, I'm just gonna check it out. Just a quick check. What could possibly go wrong? Oh yeah, that hood is even better. Well, I broke it slightly. That's unfortunate. I can store it here. Oh, nice. We got an extra hood. I'll take that as a big win in our endeavors to move onwards. Because with so much zombie trash on the roads, yeah, we're gonna need a couple extra hoods. I have a new hood. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even know why I bothered with a new hood. What's even the point, zombies? What's even the point? I should have probably just slept somewhere further out of town. But I wanted to spend one last night here. Our last night in Irvington.
If a strong woman learned one thing about the state of towns in Kentucky, she learned that the population was mostly pedestrian, loved their hobo style of decorations, and employed way too many police officers at their local stations. Things learned for sure, but while the road to her next destination now seems much more peaceful than what the bustle of big city life promised, the danger still lies ahead. And right now, the biggest danger is wrecking her vehicle, because without it, she's toast.
Now, while I personally really do like toast, I tend not to eat it as much as I used to. And today we're gonna be driving all the way towards Akron with a couple of pit stops in between. As long as I manage to dodge all these pesky zombies. Because they do love crowding the roads. And I do not love them for that. So, why would I stay on the road then if I can just go here? And our first stop is gonna be this quiet little town in the middle of nowhere that's got a big old junkyard, and I wanna check it out. Yep, this is the spot. That's a lot of cars here. Maybe some of them will have something useful for me. But first, we gotta fight for it. Who would have thought that it might come down to that, huh? Yeah, certainly not me. But this is just the way of the strong woman and the life she's forced to live. Oh, look at that. That's actually a pretty good car right there. This one as well. Oh, that's a lot of gas. I wish I had more empty gas cans. Also, that one is parked amazingly well. Let's go check if maybe I can find a gas can in the building there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. That's exactly what we needed. A sledgehammer. A whiskey bottle is amazing as well. This stop is already very much worth it. For now, she can break into whatever she wants to. By the way, without her special scavenger traits and lucky and all that kind of stuff, there's no way you can find a sledgehammer on a zombie normally. But well, strong woman is not a normal lady. She is so much more. Now, I didn't find any extra gas cans around here, but I'm gonna try stealing this hood as well, because it's in great condition. Well, mine isn't so great anymore. Well, now we have 2 extra hoods for the road, so I think we're good to continue. And we're gonna take this empty road up here. Well, eventually it's gonna be a bit emptier. Strong woman can go pedal to the metal. Actually, she's not gonna go pedal to the metal. That's gonna get her killed. But what's not gonna get her killed is stopping for a trash can. You never know what kind of goodies a trash can have. Well, it didn't have any. I'm also gonna stop and check this barn quickly, because barns like that can have some nice weapons lying around on the floor, and you never know what you're gonna find, right? Like, for instance, absolutely nothing. I also wanted to check out this train station, and I see some really cool vehicles around here already, so this might be worth the stop. Just need to deal with this nuisance first. Overall, this bad boy is good quality. Empty gas though, and very low battery. But that's not something that we couldn't fix. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. It might take some time, but that's okay. It might also attract all these freaking zombies around here though. So let's switch to the killing machine then, shall we? Yeah, that's much better. Almost much better? No. Much better for real. Let's fuel up this bad boy as well and siphon everything from this one. Alright, it is now full, which means that all we gotta do is just transfer everything over. And there's a lot to transfer. Let's go. I also must not forget the food that I've got in here. I have a feeling I might need that. Then we hotwire this bad boy and we are off. This road is gonna get me to the edge of Akron. I'm gonna need to find a place to sleep. before we move there. I don't know who parked this though, but otherwise this seems like it could be the place. If we can get rid of these walkers, which of course we can. And I gotta make sure there's no hobos in the house. There are indeed hobos in the house and outside the house as well, but not too many. And there's none upstairs, which means we can now rest over here. Well, looks like the house wasn't so clear, was it? The thing is, these zombies never made it out of the basement. In any case, we are now at the edge of Akron, a place where Wickman has spent a lot of time. Way too much time if you ask some of my subscribers. But worry not, Strong Woman's only gonna spend 3 days there. There are a couple of points of interest that I want to visit in the town. The first place I want to stop at is the gas station, which seems to be slightly more populated than in Wickman's times. It's just the way it is. Since there are a lot of empty fields, I'm gonna actually use my gun here and try to lure all of these guys further away. I forgot I got no spare ammo though. Now we sneak around. She's not really very good at sneaking, unfortunately, but you know, practice makes perfect and all that. Alas, there are still some at the gas station. Some zombies that want to die. Let's be real, that's completely understandable. I'm pretty sure I would want to die if I was a zombie. Anyway, this is much better. Let's see if we can loot something in here. There's an anti-gas can here. That is definitely what I came here looking for. Some food on the ground as well, which is nice. Oh, and some fresh melted ice cream. I'm eating all of that. Strong Woman needs some calories. And she can't get those just from watermelon chunks. Anyway, I got what I wanted, which means we go onwards to glory. Next place I want to visit is this metal workshop right here. Hopefully we can find something useful here as well. But I do know we'll have to fight for it. That is already a dude with a welder's mask, and welding torch is exactly what I'm looking for, so hopefully they're gonna have them here. But first we gotta deal with this conga line. Oh, I did found a annotated map. No idea where it's trying to send me though. Oh, what did I see in here? What did I see in here? Let's go, a welding torch. It's almost empty though, but it's a welding torch. We can refuel these from propane tanks, and those shouldn't be that hard to find. Now let's see if we can find something useful in here. Oh yeah, I see one more over there. Oh, we're finding something useful. This one is almost empty as well, but still, it's great. We now have multiple ways to get into places we otherwise couldn't get in, you know, places that might be barricaded. And that's really all I could ask for. Now let's go see if we can find some of those propane tanks. But what we really found is a helicopter. Well then, my plans are gonna change slightly, and I'm gonna drive out of the town right now. Try to avoid the zombies as much as I can, and just chill here in the middle of nowhere. And maybe do some foraging. There's plenty of good stuff you can find here in the forest. And the zombies are hopefully far enough away that they won't really bother me. The one good thing about playing 6 months later is that nature's abundance is really high. And I can feast on the wild stuff I find. Now, it's been hours since the stupid helicopter showed up. It's about time it goes away, right? I think it did finally go away. And all this foraging made Strong Woman slightly tired. But she can rest while we drive back to civilization. And since it is getting later in the day, I will soon have to find a place where I can stay. But first I wanted to see if I can find that propane tank. And from my Weekman adventures, I know there's a propane tank behind this house. It's got decent amount in there still. And yeah, it was good enough to refill both of my welding torches. That is amazing. Well, let's see if we can find a place to stay for the night. Alright, this one seems terrible. Oh, how about this one? This one seems nice upstairs. Just needs some work downstairs first. Nothing that Strong Woman couldn't fix. A little bit of fixing never hurt nobody. Although I would appreciate if you could stop migrating here. But at least the bedrooms upstairs are nice and cozy. Well, the night was dark and full of terrors. And I hear a zombie nearby. Ah, there's where she is. Maybe I should use a safe house that's got a few more windows and doors. Now, the first place we're gonna visit today, it's actually very close by. And I expect it's also gonna be quite populated. And there it is. This is a fire station. Actually, not even that populated, huh? There are mice and there are men, or I guess wannabe men. And there is something to be said of mice and men. They all die easily enough. If there were as much mice here as there is men, at least Strong Woman would have something to eat. I wouldn't need to constantly search through the trash. Now all of these shelves, even though they look empty, have the potential to have extra loot spawn in there. And I believe it's due to our antique collector trait. Although, no luck right now. Maybe there's gonna be more luck in any of these lockers here. But first I need to deal with all these foggy zombies. And oh boy, it is getting really foggy out here. But a little bit of fog ain't gonna stop Strong Woman. The weather is like nothing to her. She's here just for the kills. And if those kills could net her some loot, that'd be great as well. Even her hands are starting to hurt now. This is the first time I think I see red muscle fatigue on her, so she just needs to chill for a bit. Let her feet do the work. I'm not sure if that's at all possible in this economy, because things keep on coming, and she keeps on fighting. Oh, this is the first painkillers I found. That's a useful thing. You'd hope there'd be more, but there isn't. There is, of course, more zombies, though. It does seem like this place has been quite thoroughly looted, and there is nothing to find here. Well, I was hoping for some firefighting clothing, but I guess none of that. I wanted to fight fire with fire, but it's all wrecked. So let's move on from here, because it's kind of smelly. It's kind of hard to see where the road is, even when it's this foggy and this snowy. But I think I'm taking the right path. Well, I certainly took the path to somewhere. It wasn't quite the somewhere that I was looking for. This is gonna be more like it. This right here is like a factory type of area, I feel like. And since there are some nice cars parked here, I want to search them as well. Oh, and I found another empty gas can. Oh, I can siphon gasoline from this car hidden back here. 2 liters, better than nothing, which is all I really got from all the cars here. But those 2 liters are better than no liters. This place is pretty trashed anyway, so there isn't that much to find, and we're gonna continue onwards. And I'm gonna go explore this residential area here. Seems like the zombie presence is light, which is nice, and the loot presence is also low, which is not so nice. And this place actually isn't trashed, which is pretty amazing. But I have now found the zombies we were looking for. Actually, I wasn't looking for the zombies, but they found me anyway. They always somehow do. Ooh, we have a blizzard imminent in 4 days. I think I'm gonna be in Brandenburg at that point. That would be scary, but what is not scary is finding a new crowbar. Oh, this shed's gonna full on propane tank here, huh? I don't think I can bring it with me though. I think 10 kilos for that is just too heavy. I think the amount of zombies protecting this ruined house here is also too heavy. Especially since they probably don't have anything that I really want. So no, I will not dance with you. I will instead sneak back to the place we cleared before. I like this place a lot more. It's gonna be a good place to rest, because tomorrow we break into a gun store. Strong Woman now has the tools she needs to open any can of worms she wants, and she has the tools to fight said worms when they break out. Although the journey ahead is still long and great dangers await her, great dangers also bring great opportunities, and Brandenburg that now lies ahead is the first real city she's about to visit, and on its edge lies an opportunity for plunder greater than ever before. Alas, first she needs to travel the long road north to reach it, and while a great opportunity is hers for the taking, there is also a blizzard coming, a blizzard that could claim her life. Luckily, there is still a couple of days till that blizzard arrives, and Strong Woman still has 1 day in Akron, and I will use that day to go and break into a gun store. And also, tonight we will celebrate New Year's Eve. We gotta throw a proper party for Strong Woman, although the plan is for the party not to involve zombies, which to be honest is kinda hard in this area. But in any case, barrel gun, that's where we want it to be. And since I don't necessarily want to fight all of these zombies, I'm gonna try to lure them away with my pistol. Sometimes you gotta shoot some bad apples, you know? And then we sneak away. Okay, maybe shooting right here wasn't the best idea. I didn't think this one through. Actually, you know what? No, never mind. I'm a genius. This worked pretty well. Just a couple of hundred to kill. I mean, a Strong Woman already killed 1,500 in the first couple of days. So this really is nothing. Actually, no, it is indeed something. We're gonna try this again, but this time I'm luring them in the other direction, so I then actually can sneak back in. Look at me, I am sneaky. Well, definitely slightly more sneaky than before. I will thread every needle that I have to. Look, it's clear. Empty. Easy money. Just a couple of stragglers to deal with. There is a lot of zombies in the region around my car though. And that's a problem we're gonna deal with later. Also, there is a pipe bomb on the zombie, that's amazing. Now let's see what awaits us in here. A big old scope and a crappy rifle that, to be honest, I don't really want. So, a big old nothing really. More and more of zombies are coming to shop here as well now. And since I'm done looting here, I think we're gonna go onwards. Although, I do wanna loot this lady. Yeah, that meat cleaver could be useful. Now, let's see if we can make it to my car. I don't know whose idea was to park it in the middle of the road right there. It certainly wasn't mine. Now, we gotta fight for it. I do think I want to try and loot the pharmacy here though. Might as well if you're already killing all the zombies, right? Let me tell you, there wasn't anything good up front and I do not really have the time to break into the back, since the zombies are already breaking in. Now, can I thread the needle right there? Totally not. I will have to do some slaying again and show everybody why strong woman is called strong woman and not weak men. Also, apparently it's getting pretty smelly out here, overwhelmingly so, and being exposed to that can get you sick pretty fast. And we wouldn't want that to happen now, would we? So let's just stop here where it's peaceful and quiet, and make it peaceful and quiet, because I want to try these cars for gasoline. If I can siphon some, that'd be great. Oh, and perfectly, I found the map of Brandenburg here, which is where we're going next. Unfortunately, none of these cars had any gasoline to siphon. Not so unfortunately, I have now short blunt level 6. And even less unfortunately, this one has a really good hood. And it's about time we replace our old one. That's looking much better now. I will loot around here for a little bit longer. Even though I have already searched really what I wanted to search, there's still some trash to be searched back here. You never know what delicious stuff you can find. And places with absolutely no loot. I've also searched this bar for liquor, because we can make Molotov cocktails from alcohol. And these guys clearly know how to party. This guy also knows how to party. He had a generator on him. Oh yeah, I'm finding good stuff here. I won't take the wine, I'll definitely take whiskey though. This brings back memories when I was working behind a bar. Gotta admit it, I never enjoyed it. But at least I wasn't serving zombies. There is a lot more alcohol here, but to be honest, my inventory is full now. And it's time to stop the party. My car is also full of stuff, so I might have to get rid of some of the things that I don't necessarily need and just eat all the food. In any case, we are now mostly done with Akron. And with a car and inventory full of good things, I think we're ready for Brandenburg. I will spend one more night here at my safe house, and maybe I'll do some inventory management. And as I promised, since it's gonna be New Year soon, we're gonna celebrate with some beer. Just beer for now. And even though Strong Woman is a hardened drinker, we wouldn't want her to be hungover on her trip to Brandenburg. But the road is long, so we better start early in the morning. And we do have a few stops along the way that I want to check out. But yeah, you can see we have to go from here all the way out there. So down here, this little path that I cannot really follow with my vehicle because it's overgrown. Down here lies a private retreat I want to visit. It is built by the river and protected by a tall fence, so the potential is there for some good loot. And after walking for like an hour and a half, I reached it. It is quite overgrown. There are some dead and alive around here, probably just fishing. Let's see if there is any loot here, or if it's been completely robbed already. It seems it has been fully looted. Just some of the fishing dead remain. Well, I had to give it a try. I feel like eventually this could be a great multiplayer base, as long as you can keep the nature away from your road. Oh, apparently perfect hunting opportunity as well. Now we continue onwards, because my next goal is to visit a proper mansion. I have to stop for this group of zombies though. I saw there's a properly equipped survivor in there. I want everything he's got. That's a gas mask. Oh, let's go. He's got some canned pineapple, and there's a hunting knife that's not very good, but otherwise, kind of disappointing. I'm gonna steal her bone club though. Probably not worth stopping, but hey. Could have been so much better. Now we follow this gravel road up here, which is where the mansion is, and I'm not sure if I want to drive up here now that I'm looking at it. Probably much smarter if I walk to the forest and use my sneaky skills. Who would have thought there'd be so many zombies living in a mansion, huh? Okay, maybe this mansion isn't really worth it, is it? I guess it's great for sneaking skills though. I am definitely leveling up. Let's be real, I am not sure why there are so many zombies here. I mean, loot is not that great in here, but it's a big place. So maybe it's more about prestige. Saying, I claim this thing, this is now mine. Well, Strong Woman's got no interest in claiming anything here. So we are ditching this place. Now, how do I get in my car without dealing with all of you? I don't think the Bone Club is gonna help here. I do kind of want his axe though. Actually, I take it back. Bone Club is doing great. Now, where is that axe? I did not expect the Bone Club to serve me so well. And at that exact moment, it broke. But still, it did serve me well. Any case, let us now move on. My next stop is gonna be the Brandenburg airport on the outskirts of the city. And when I say stop, it might be the same as it was with Mansion, where it was sightseeing more than anything else. I don't think there is enough potential for good and useful loot to risk your life. Or even worse, break your crowbar. Oh, no, this is not gonna be worth it. I expected there's gonna be a lot, but I didn't expect to see that many. They're all down there though, they're not hanging in this hangar. Hey, they got dried lentils here. Totally worth it. And not much else, huh? Yeah, not much else. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna let these guys survive, but I don't think I'm gonna risk going further deep in. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to tackle everything that is out there. Yeah, and this one is trashed anyway. And some of the zombies are already trying to block the path back to my vehicle, so I think it's fine if we leave. We are close to Brandenburg anyway. I will not count this day as being in Brandenburg though. This was the in-between road trip day. And I'm gonna finish it at this small motel in the middle of nowhere. It's not actually that small, to be honest. In fact, it's quite well populated. That's definitely gonna stink up the place. And they even have blue curacao here. That's neat. Strong Woman's getting drunk tonight. And these guys can get drunk with her. Oh, and she's gonna be eating well tonight. Look at that. Actually, she won't. Right, there's no electricity. There's no way I can cook that. I went and I made sure there's no zombies in the back. Now I need to make sure there's no zombies upstairs. And we are good. There is no Zeds around. Now, I'm gonna make a couple of these Molotovs. We might need them tomorrow. And the curacao, I drank.
Brandenburg is a grand city with many delightable locales for a tourist to visit. But there is one special place that really interests Strong Woman, and that is the military blockade at the bridge over the mighty Kentucky River. Alas, it seems like pretty much every other survivor in the past 6 months thought of the same place, and it became a mecca for those who survived the initial days of the apocalypse. But the military has long ago succumbed to the same plague as everyone else, and now that Strong Woman is the last one alive, there's gonna be hell to pay if she's to breach the military cordon and raid the promised treasure trove.
I'm always promising treasure troves around here, but trust me, this one is totally gonna be the one. In any case, I'm just excited to finally enter Brandenburg proper. I knew this would be one crazy milestone to reach. The military blockade is right here. Let's be real, I expected this to be completely overrun. At least that's how it was the last time I was here. And that wasn't on insane zombie pop settings. Oh yeah, that's more like it. Here come the first zombies. Oh yeah, they're ready. They're ready to party. And there's a lot of military zombies in here. I think I'll rather use a blunt weapon to fight those, just so I don't damage their clothing even more than it's already damaged. Because I would like to steal some of their stuff. But we'll see if there's anything actually useful here. Yeah, all the stuff got holes in it. But I'll take the extra Alice belt because it's got more capacity than a fanny pack. Now, let's see about these hordes, shall we? I have a feeling my crowbar is gonna be in for a good workout today. And we might hit some muscle fatigue along the way. But hey, that's the first group pretty much dealt with. If there is such a thing as just one group. I do not think there is. Because the more I swing, the more they hear me. And the more of them will come. So let them come, I say. Let them come. Strong Woman is more than ready for them. Now there is a lot of military stuff on some of these zombies, but unfortunately most of it isn't really useful. And it's pretty smelly out here. I'll see if the new gas mask we got can help with that. Oh yeah, it's definitely helping, but we'll see how long it's gonna last. Oh, we also hit level 7 in Long Blunt, which is great. Now we only have all this to deal with. So, might as well start somewhere. There's a bunch of zombies I saw with ghillie suits around here. I hope at least some of those would be whole so I can actually wear them, because they look really cool. A strong woman isn't quite sure about all of these zombie numbers, by the way. It looks like it can get even to her strong mental will. Also, it feels like the snow might be picking up a bit more and it's getting more cloudy. It's probably that blizzard that is coming close. Man, the ruckus these zombies are making is it's quite insane. They just have no chill. Also, I hope I can find more gas masks, because I have a feeling we're gonna need it. Or at least filters for one. Also, strong woman is slightly out of breath right now. So, we're just gonna chill for a sec. And maybe go pop a soda. Also, the gas mask filter is now officially out. I don't think I'm gonna find all the things I need to recharge it. But maybe I'll get lucky and find a spare one somewhere around here. You never know what could be out here, right? I'm just afraid there might be absolutely nothing. And that strong woman is killing all these hundreds of zombies for naught. By the way, she has now crossed 2,000 kills. I think that's worth celebrating. Maybe celebrating with some good loot. I wonder if these guys are gonna be able to break through anytime soon. It's not my problem though, although they will make it my problem. Ooh, suture needle. That's the first one I have found so far. That's definitely gonna be a very useful find. But let's hope I never need to actually suture anything. Ooh, that looks like a sword on you, lady. Indeed, it is a sword. Now I wanna test it out. See how well it does? It doesn't look like it's gonna last for too long, but my crowbar isn't doing that peach either. Now, what do we have in here? Besides zombies coming in, absolutely nothing. So yeah, this base is totally worth it. Getting in here would probably be worth it. Well, that just broke my sword. Good thing there is another sword. Probably be easy if I just tried to sledge it, right? Probably much easier, but I need to fight my way there again to give it a try. Oh, now my crowbar broke as well. And my muscle strain is getting bad. So let's grab my last crowbar and let's get some rest. Feeling better again. So let's see if I can fight my way in. I think one last time for the day. It is getting late in the day now. So close, almost there. Just need to clear a couple extras and a couple stragglers. And then we finally break in. There's totally gonna be so much good stuff here. Talk depressor, amazing. Bulky ammo container with no ammo. Yep, totally only the most amazing stuff ever. The megaphone works. Oh yeah, it definitely works. Now we're going out. I will return tomorrow. And not even if blizzard happens, it would be able to stop me. But for now, we wash up and then we rest for the night. Our strong woman killed hundreds of zombies at the blockade yesterday. I'm gonna return there again today and maybe kill a couple more hundred. I'm mostly doing it to loot the corpses though, because I very much doubt the tents I still have to loot are gonna have much of useful items. But I guess we will see. Back to the scene of the crime. Today we test our axe skills, and not the body spray ones. No, today we chop some Zeds and hope they get me some good loot. Oh, that guy had a gas mask on. Please give me your good stuff, sir. If those bastards could shut up, that'd be great as well. Please, the ruckus is too much for my gentle ears. Just shut up, all of you. That's much better, I think. Now give me that gas mask. Oh yeah, the filter's decent as well. And then we loot these bodies. Ooh, that's a firebomb. And some proto-vitamins. Oh, that's another mask. Look at that. Ooh, and a machete as well. Let's go. But besides that, it's just very, very smelly over here. So I think it's time we let these guys be and dip. Actually, I will go search this pile over here as well. I am the raccoon now. And these are my friends. And it's time for Coon and Friends franchise. Actually, the stupid backpack is blocking the tail. I don't like it. I was pretty sure I saw like a firefighter axe on one of the zombies yesterday when I was fighting through this. But now I cannot find it. So I guess for now we call this good. And we move onwards. My next goal is to go to this big mall complex that is further down the road. I'm just gonna skip by the prison because I have a feeling there's gonna be a ton of zombies here and not much worth fighting for. Unlike this mall complex where I expect there's gonna be a lot of cars parked outside. And yeah, it's time for some car maintenance again. And I'm not just looking for a new hood now. I also need to replace the tires. Well, these vehicles don't necessarily look that great. There's plenty of them. There's also plenty of zombies, so I'll have my work cut out for me. So, we go and fight again. I mean, what is a couple of dozen zombies to strong woman? Just another opportunity to level up her axe skills, really. And then we sneak and go check out the cars. 85% hood is great here. Also, these tires. I need tires. Give me all of that. These are also performance tires, which are better than my old ones. Also got a chance to get my sneaking to level 5. That's amazing. The car's tires are all kind of shit, but there are more out there I can check. I just need one extra, really. Oh, I'll also take this fresh hot dog out of the garbage. My sneaking skills are starting to fail me. Good thing I got more than sneaking skills. Oh yeah, strong woman's got a lot more than sneaking skills. And well, she needs a lot more, because there's always more zombies. Now, can I please check these tires? That one is decent, but it's not performance. And I'd rather to take one of these. There you go, zombies. That's all I wanted. There was no need for all this murder and mayhem, was there now? Now, let's fix this car. As you can see, the tires are not in that great condition. And they are also old. These new performance ones are gonna run much better, as I can also inflate them much higher. Now that we got a new set of wheels, we keep moving onwards. With that blizzard coming soon, I wanna try and find a safe place for the night. And while I don't know exactly when blizzard is coming, I think it's gonna be tomorrow. So it'd be nice if I had a cozy place to sleep for the night, because tomorrow is probably gonna be cold. Now, we gotta clear this place first. There seems to be a few here, but hopefully not too many. We do have a small forest between this house and the actual city, so it shouldn't be that bad. At least that's the hope. There are a couple in the back shed here. No, they are not. And the upstairs is also clear. So I'm just gonna wash up for a bit, and then we'll take some time to rest. And while it doesn't seem very blizzardy outside, we know that blizzard is definitely coming. So I gotta use this day to do some good looting. There's two main places I want to visit, and this is a fire station right here, and this is a police station downtown. There's probably gonna be a zombie or two there, but that's fine. Strong woman already killed 2300, so what is a couple extra, right? Also, that seems like a sweet car. Let's see if it's worth fighting for. To be honest, what else would strong woman do but fight? This place already looks like it's been looted anyway, so car upgrade might be the best you can hope for. All the firefighters have also ruined their clothing completely. There's nothing to be gained there. Well, it's got a beer can in there. Empty, unfortunately. And I will have to break in. Oh, the lock is even broken. Wow, that's even better. I think in the end, I kind of prefer mine. It does have a bigger trunk capacity than my own one, but otherwise, I don't think it's really worth it. And there isn't much here but rat droppings anyway. And food in the trash. Well, a flask of vodka though, that is worth stopping for. Looks like strong woman's gonna be partying again tonight. But that's pretty much all she can get from this place. So let's go check how the police are doing. Hopefully that place hasn't been looted or overrun by zombies. I'm sure it's gonna be just fine, right? Yeah, just fine. Probably need a crowbar for this one, because I need to start killing for real. Oh yeah, that is quite a few. It looks kind of trashed in though. And there's a few zombies here. Probably more that I want to deal with. So let's see if I can send them on a little scouting trip. And then we sneak. Oh god, this forest is also full of zombies. I'm not sure exactly how much sneaking is gonna accomplish here. But at least this place around my car is slightly emptier than before. And now we go kill stuff again. Hello? Anybody still in here? There's definitely somebody still in here. That's a SWAT specialist with a fresh broccoli in him. Amazing. He thought eating healthy is gonna save him from zombie apocalypse. Well, he thought wrong. I wanna see if the armory has been looted, because it has been broken into. Yeah, this is all empty. Mostly just scrap wood and doorknobs to find in here. That's not necessarily what I want. I do want a new nightstick though. Yeah, this place is just empty. The zombies themselves actually might have more useful stuff if their clothes weren't completely wrecked. But that's another nightstick there. Well, that was an unfortunate laceration that I didn't really want there. Good thing strong woman doesn't bleed out that fast. Don't worry, we're gonna pop some pills and she's gonna be fine. As long as there's no infection, she's good. Now let's move a bit further up the street. I wanna check out this tool store. Okay, maybe I need a better vantage point first. 'cause they all want to check the tool store as well. But the strong woman's tool store. I can't say this is much better, but it's slightly better. And that's the odds I have to take. Okay, let's do some more sneaking. She is so invisible. Nobody will ever spot her, besides those few. Okay, there might be more than a few. Whose idea was it to get into the middle of the city right now, huh? Definitely not mine, Doesn't sound like me at all. But you know what? Maybe slowly but surely we can make a dent in the numbers. Maybe, just maybe. It's starting to look better, but we're gonna be paying with the condition of our crowbar for this. And this is my last crowbar. I will need that thing for bigger cities than this. So let's do some axe fighting then. I can do that, right? And then there's totally gonna be a new crowbar in there. You should believe as well. Strong woman is slightly out of breath now, so it's time we stop killing. And we start looting. This place hasn't been looted yet, so there is some useful stuff here. But of course, there's always zombies as well. There's always gotta be zombies. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything too amazing to find in there. And when I say too amazing, I mean I didn't find anything in there. So I think now it would be smart to leave. She's got a slight headache and, you know, the smells here aren't the best. Plus the day is slowly getting darker and... well, while that blizzard still didn't show up, I don't really fancy getting stuck outside with it when I am already tired. So I'm gonna go rest again at the safe house where I spent the previous night, even though it now seems to be slightly more occupied. Looks like quite a horde has showed up through the trees over the day. Not really something I expected to see here, to be honest. I thought the forest would protect me better. I guess I thought wrong. 'Cause these guys keep on showing through the trees. They even broke my axe. It's amazing how many of them showed up around. They are all around the house. And probably in the house as well. Guess they must have smelled a strong woman. All these canned peas she eats, she was probably farting all night long. I'm now happy I decided to come home a bit earlier. Otherwise that battle outside the doors could have been a problem.
Brandenburg was full of wonders and terror, but the endless hordes proved no obstacle for strong woman. In fact, they provided her with more wondrous loot than any spot she actually tried to break into and raid. That insanely low loot is really proving to be a long-term problem, but luckily for her, a long-term is not her problem. All she has to do is survive a simple blizzard and cross half of zombie-infested Kentucky to reach Louisville Airport. Alas, crossing half of Kentucky alone is easier said than done, and with Riverside looming ahead, the hordes are just going to get bigger. But it's not all about the size, it's how you use it that matters, and if strong woman is an expert at something, she's an expert at riding cars. She's an expert at riding cars. You filthy silly billies, what do you think I was talking about? Anyway, today we are traveling all the way to Riverside. And I wanted to see what's up with that blizzard. I don't know, there's doesn't say much about it, does it? I'm pretty sure if we had that blizzard, it was supposed to start already, like 2 days ago-ish. So I'm not sure exactly what happened to it, but you know, weather reporters are often wrong these days. And Project Zomboid happens in the early 90s. They didn't have as much tech back then as we do now. Probably, to be honest, I know nothing about weather tech. Anyway, this is our first pit stop. Just need to get through a couple of these and then we're good. I wanted to check this old trapper house here. Hopefully it's not completely looted, although it kinda does look like it might be. And if these bastards looted it, well then screw you guys. But I'm not going home yet. I definitely want to give it a good look first. I bet they left something good behind. And if nothing else, I can at least loot the zombies. You can find a couple of traps here. Not that strong woman can use them in this playthrough. But yeah, these traps are pretty good if you're gonna do trapping. But besides that, there was nothing here. And there was nothing good on zombies. So we move onwards. Actually, I do want to check the zombies that I ran over earlier. Because I see there's a trauma bag on this one here. But nothing else useful. Good thing today is only just a transition day, because the thick fog isn't making this any easier. Now, we checked this gas station in the middle of nowhere that apparently had a full bus of German tourists stranded here during a zombie apocalypse. I don't know what they were doing here, but they were here, I guess. They probably came here to pee at the gas station, and then somebody stole their bus. And they've been stranded here forever since. What a place to go.
But hey, they left me a fresh corn dog, so that's nice. And that is about all they left me. So we drive just a bit further ahead to my favorite base location in Build 41. That I'm pretty sure never had this many zombies around, because it's also pretty much in the middle of nowhere. It does seem like it's been broken into, but that's basically what we can expect pretty much from every store now. And it's been 6 months since the apocalypse, and the looters were not nice. At least they left me some food in the garbage and an empty gas can. There are a couple more places up ahead that I want to check. Though these guys are making a case that I shouldn't be checking it out. Come on, just allow me a little peek. Just a peek in the garbage can. Oh yeah, that was worth it. These guys got more garbage around here. But is it worth fighting for? Oh yes, it is. The bait and tackle shop actually looks intact. You can get some proper barrels here. And you have a nice sleeping area upstairs. These guys had a party here. Now, let's leave before these guys destroy the place. Now we have a long road ahead towards Riverside. And while I could stop for some barns like this, I think today I just want to get as close as possible to the city. Although maybe I will stop for an empty place like this, as there doesn't seem to be any zombies protecting it. And it doesn't look like it's broken into. So I just need to get rid of the couple living here, and then we can see what they've got here for me. The answer is nothing. They had nothing for me. And so we continue onwards. Though the narrow roads and thick fog are not making driving easy here. I dare not drive fast, because I don't want to hit a tree and die to that. That'd be a shitty way to go on a Nomad challenge. But now we're hitting an asphalt road again, which means we are on the outskirts of Riverside. I have a farm in mind where, oh my god, I did not have that in mind. Okay, plans are gonna change. We are not staying here in this direction. Screw that military blockade in particular. So what I'm gonna do is try to find a house that hasn't been broken into out here on the outskirts, and then fight for it. I'll probably want to kill all the zombies in the vicinity, because none of these houses here are two-story houses, meaning I can't really use elevation to stay safe overnight. So yeah, this first night is gonna be a bit more dangerous. But if I do my job right, then I should be safe. But yeah, there's quite a few hiding around and inside these houses. So securing one ain't gonna be easy. This one does have a basement as well, with zombies, and could probably hide in here. The streets are quite empty around, and if I can get rid of this guy from here, and I get rid of the smell as well, and I can create a makeshift barricade here so they can't get to me easily. And now we chill here. The night ended up being peaceful, which means that now our first proper day in Riverside can begin, with a fresh corn dog from the garbage. My first goal is to hit the police station at the edge of town, which is usually a great starting place on a fresh save. It's probably not gonna be such a great place this time around. I think I will use my pistol again and try to lure these guys a bit further away. I have a feeling that might be a smart idea. Just follow me up the road, boys. All the way up here, that would be quite perfect. And then we sneak into the forest. There's definitely gonna be some stragglers around still, but nothing strong woman couldn't handle. And the police station is looking much better now. And while it's probably already looted, I might still be able to find something in here. Just need to clear this place out first. There was a M9 magazine here, which is nice, but otherwise the place has been looted. But hey, the real reward was all the friends we made along the way. Now I did want to check the gas station, although I have to kill some zombies to get there. Nothing really strong woman couldn't handle. But this car seems like it's got a really nice hood. That is a really nice hood. It would be a shame if someone were to steal it and then have to fight zombies with hood in their inventory. But a little bit of over-encumbers never killed anybody, right? And I get a new nightstick for my trouble. Now let's install this new bad boy, and let's try not to wreck it completely on our way down to the hardware store. Hopefully downtown isn't gonna be too full of stuff. Well, it's not too full, but it's not empty either. And I don't really have any bullets on me right now to be able to bait the zombies away, which means we just have to fight for it. One zombie at a time. I'm sure the store is gonna be worth it. It's not like it's been broken into or something. My endless optimism. That's what would keep me alive if I was ever in zombie apocalypse. You can't bring down what cannot get down, because my glass is always half full. Also, I want this hat. This hat is now mine. I don't think it's got the cold protection that I would want, but it's got the looks. and the looks mean a lot. Anyway, that shop was a complete bust. Although I did find a new lumberjack shirt, so not a complete bust. See, there's always a silver line. There can always be something good to be found in anything that happens. My shovel broke. There's nothing good about that. Yeah, not really a fan of that, to be honest. But this place also has a basement that I want to check out. And the zombies that I do not want to check out. Maybe I'll find a replacement shovel down here. Well, I did not find a shovel, but I did find a new respirator mask, so there is that. And a ball peen hammer. But searching all of these zombies gave me something even better. A proper machete. And a spiffo suit head. Now, next thing that I want to check out is a Gigamart down here. It's probably gonna have a giga amount of zombies outside, but we'll deal with one problem at a time. And maybe switch to a better weapon than just a broken handle. The new machete could be that weapon. Oh, it really could. Now, I have found machetes on zombies before, but I was kind of saving them for bigger cities and places exactly like this. I bet if I found a katana right now, I would probably bring it all the way to the extraction point. You know, saving it for when I need it, really, and then never actually using it. I just leveled up Longblade to level 3, which is nice. Which means I'm now probably allowed to sneak in here and search all of these very empty shelves. The place itself seems pretty empty at least, but the shelves are almost as empty. Unfortunately, nothing really of worth to be found in here, which is pretty unfortunate, but it was what I expected, to be honest. Now, down here there is a gated community, and I want to see if I can secure a place to stay there for the night, as these houses are pretty decently safe and protected. Although there's some zombies here for sure, but if I can find a place that wasn't completely broken into and looted, that'd be nice. And take care of everybody that might be outside, and we'll have a perfect base of operations for the next 2 days in Riverside. Ooh, somebody's shooting though. That's probably gonna attract some zombies. Oh yeah, we're already getting some movement here, but at least it's gonna get them out of the houses, hopefully. Or not, these guys are just chilling out here on the porch. Don't get up for me, buddy. Ooh, that's a SWAT police guy. There's definitely still a bunch in the house here. Somebody just broke a window here. Oh, it was you. Somebody chilling here. And of course, there's plenty of neighbors. The house is kinda smelly. There is a lady upstairs as well, but otherwise the place seems pretty nice. Just gotta move the old lady away. I can definitely stay the night here. Looks like we had a nightly visitor in the house. I didn't even notice. And somebody decided to chill outside. What a bunch of silly bitties. Now today, I'm gonna revisit that military blockade we've seen not so long ago. You know, it got me kinda intrigued. What could possibly be there? Also, I do know there's like a factory nearby that place that I definitely wanna loot. So that's where we're gonna go. Oh, looks like we got some burned cars here blocking the road. We are close to that blockade, so I'm just gonna move up here on foot for now. I don't want to try to push it with a car and then get stuck somewhere. I'd rather try to clear out the zombies first. Looks like they made the forest their new home. This lady had bolt cutters through her body. Wow, that's gotta be rough that she gets stabbed with bolt cutters. Anyway, we're at the blockade. Let's see what we got here. You hope for something more useful than a lock stack on a zombie, but you get what you've been dealt. I guess strong woman has been dealt sturdy wood. Is this place even worth visiting? There's some tents there though. That's a lot of zombies that I have to deal with. I don't even know if I can get through with a car. With how many wrecks there are on the road, probably not. But maybe it's gonna be worth for the zombie loot. I can always hope for that. And there's certainly plenty of zombies here. All nicely piled up to one neat pile. And they keep on coming. Yeah, I probably should not be fighting this. Certain to get muscle strain as well. You know what? I'm just gonna run past you for now, zombies. Oh yeah, look at that conga line coming down here. Oh no, yeah, totally not worth. There is so many here for what? Nothing? Just gonna run past them all. I wanna go scout that factory, and then maybe I can find an alternative route to it. I mean, there's definitely an alternative route. It's just a long one. And there's There's a decent amount of zombies here as well. But if I could grab one of these cars here and then use it to explore that alternative route and return to my main vehicle, I could then probably properly explore this place tomorrow. But we all know how easy it is to find a proper working vehicle. Yeah, not easy at all. But there's always a chance. Just need to find one with working battery. How hard could it be, right? Harder than you think, probably. I'm just gonna rest here for a second now. Oh, it's gonna be a short second. And then we get back to killing. Those cars are not gonna check themselves. 2% remaining. That's horrible. Alright, none of these are any good. But I know there's another parking lot down here that I want to check. Maybe one of these is gonna have what I need. But maybe one of these. And that's a no-no as well. These guys really didn't take good care of their vehicles, did they? Alright, we'll go to the gas station across the road. There's bound to be a working vehicle somewhere around here. If these guys would allow me to check them though, that'd be great. They don't really seem to be inclined to allow me to do that though. Might be something with the fact that Strong Woman has already killed 3,200 of them. Ooh, new weapon. Let's go. Now, can I check this car, please? I guess not. 9%. Not good enough. Please don't make me walk all the way back to my car now. I might actually have to do that. I'm just gonna quickly sneak back to that gas station that I mentioned before. Totally sneaky, unnoticeable. Yeah, there's no vehicles here. Fine, I will walk back then. We are at that point of the day where I kind of have to. So this is gonna be fun. I mean, there's probably a couple thousand zombies here, spread out past these barricades. Maybe I shouldn't be stupid and I should go deeper into the forest. Not that the forest is any better. Maybe it's just easier to get yourself trapped in here and stuck on a branch or something. Yeah, seriously, fuck this place. Whose stupid idea was to check this place anyway? Can't really say the trip was worth it. But to be honest, that factory I still want to loot. I just need to figure out if the alternative route there is not blockaded as well. And I got to my car just in time. The Strong Woman is out of breath now, which is not really something you see often in her. Now let's take this very long road on the outskirts of Riverside. And after driving through the wilderness for hours, I think I'm gonna stop around here and find a place to stay. There are a couple of zombies around these houses, but there shouldn't be too many to deal with. Now this house seems wrecked though. But maybe the neighbor's place isn't. Just need to get to the neighbor's place first. Maybe I shouldn't go to the neighbor's though, and just try to secure this home. I mean, it's just for one night. What could possibly go wrong? Like, who needs doors and windows anyway? Not Strong Woman. And if the upstairs is clear, then we're good. It is slightly trashed, but it's gonna be good enough to stay the night. Just need to clean up a bit first.
Strong Woman might have had plans within plans, but just a simple roadblock was enough to throw them all through the window and side rail her journey for days. While she still has one day left in Riverside, she'll now be forced to spend it finding a secondary route towards the factory instead of looting the city as she planned. Who knows what that simple detour could cost her? Who knows what treasures she could have found? Alas, that was not her lot, and in the end, not taking unnecessary risks and staying alive is all that matters in the long run.
But at least the night was peaceful and she was comfortable and safe sleeping here. Now we say goodbye to the zombies outside the house and we go back. And when I say we go back, I mean we go forward and find a new route to that factory. We're gonna ignore this lot here and we're gonna take a ride here. Actually, the ride wasn't that long. And the first stop I'm gonna do is here at the You Store It. I wanna check some of these storage lots. Most of these seem like they are still closed, which means there's potential for a good loot here. Now finding a key for these is not gonna be straightforward. Back in Build 41 and before, you could just kite one of the zombies in one of these, in one of the already open storage lots, and then kill zombies until they would drop a key. Alas, that it's not how it works anymore. But I might still get lucky and find a key on any of these bastards, but I think the odds are not in my favor. Luckily, we got a sledge. I don't necessarily want to use it as a weapon, but I will if I have to, or just stomp. Now let's see what we got in here. Basically nothing. You guys could have just opened this for me. Yeah, but I'm not sure how worth it is checking all of these here. I mean, loot is already insanely low. What are the chances there's gonna be something useful here, right? Not very high, probably. Not very high indeed. Alright, I don't want to spend more time here than I already did. I mean, that sweet number of zombie kills, I'm gonna drive back to the factory. And this time around, I'm gonna clear out the zombies so I can actually check out some buildings. There's a good chance I find something useful here. And yeah, I know all this has been loot it, but my antique scavenger trade can trigger from all of these crates. Well, the scavenger trade did trigger. We got some extra welding rods that we do not need, but I bet there's gonna be something good in any of these crates. Right now, right about now. That's gonna be decent. Well, that was all there was in here, but apparently wearing it also removes the leather jacket. I don't necessarily want that. But there are more crates to search here. Just need to take out the trash first and then we go in. Ooh, and that was a level 5 in X as well. That's actually pretty great. And this storage area doesn't seem looted, so there's bound to be even better loot here. I'm sure I'll find something great. Okay, maybe not in these crates, but in the crates protected by these zombies, I will totally find something good. Oh, that's a couple there. Let us do our song and dance outside in the open. I feel safer here. Now, show me the goods. There's gotta be some goods in here, right? Definitely gotta be something in here. There was nothing in here. Now, it's 5 p.m. and we have a long road ahead. So I'm gonna leave Riverside now and move towards Falla's Lake. Well, it took me a while, but I finally made it to the outskirts of the town named after a penis. And penis or not, this farmhouse seems pretty secluded and empty. I take that back, but there's just gonna be one resident. That's pretty good. If you don't count that guy, of course. Or I guess this guy. Oh, he's got good loot as well. Very nice. I was sure I would have to fight for this place and it would be a ruin, but it is looking pretty nice. The night was peaceful, which means we can go safely explore the penis town now. There it is. There's the entrance to the town proper, but we're gonna move just a bit forward first because I wanted to check these dirt paths here. It's overgrown and there's snow on the ground, so they're hard to spot. But I know these lead to some army barracks in the woods. And I just gotta check if there's something useful here. There's a low chance there might be something, but if there isn't, we move on. And besides, killing a couple extra zombies is just good for the morale. Besides, there isn't that many, which probably means there won't be anything useful here. But let us see. Well, unfortunately, just as I thought, these first few rooms were empty. And so was the second row, so we leave. Now let's see what awaits us in the town proper. The first I want to check is this hardware store that seems broken into. And there are some zombies in the parking lot behind, but we also have some zombies up front. So let's deal with one problem at a time. In any case, this place seems like it was broken into. I can't really say that that makes me happy, but it is what it is. Let's see what we got in here. Looks like most of the useful stuff has been picked up already. There's just a bunch of measuring tapes left on the ground. And there's a wild raccoon in the corner, poor guy. Probably really afraid of all these zombies. Get out of here, little guy. You got this, buddy. I'm not gonna hurt you. I don't think he's got this. I actually want to go check out that ambulance over there. Even though that might mean fighting a couple of zombies. But the ambulances are amazing vehicles. So actually driving one would be pretty amazing. Just a couple left. And then we can chill. Actually, maybe there's more than just a couple here. But nothing strong woman couldn't handle. Just a few more. All just to check out an ambulance. Actually, I do want to get into these buildings as well. So I gotta clear these zombies out anyway. And never know, maybe we can find something good on all of these corpses. Let's check how this looks. The engine is only 48%. But otherwise, it's good. Trunk has got more capacity than mine as well. Maybe this time we switch up wheels. Just that extra capacity in the trunk is worth it. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Why not drive another set of wheels? Variety is the spice of life and all that. These guys are not allowing me to steal their ambulance though. Also, if the variety is the spice of life, then I am the life of the party. Because variety is my middle name, basically. Because if you ever watch my channel in the past 10 years, you would know that I play like a million different games on it. Probably one of the reasons why it's not doing so great, right? But hey, you can directly support me by becoming a channel member. Why not waste your hard-earned money on some random YouTuber? And you can get an amazing reward like featuring in the end credits, or becoming a named character in a series, where you can watch yourself die to a stupid mistake I made. It's glorious, isn't it? Totally not a scam. And this whole switching car is gonna take a bit, so I think I'm actually gonna try hooking it up. and seeing if I can pull the ambulance to a safer spot. Let's be real, it's not going so well, and it's attracting all the zombies around here. Oh, this was a terrible idea. Well, now we have again a fight on our hands, and I left my car on, which is gonna attract even more. So that's gonna be great. But I reached long blunt level 8 now, so that is pretty amazing. And there's only a couple of zombies around my car. Nothing that I couldn't fix. Although this baseball bat is gonna break soon, and I won't be able to fix that. Who would have thought that this penis lake would have so many zombies? To be honest, it's kind of a dick move, really. Oh, now I know why it's named that way. Well, that took me a while. And killing all of these bastards is gonna take a while as well. Don't make me take out the crowbar. I swear I'll take out the crowbar if you don't stop now, zombies. The smells are pretty damn bad here as well. I think I'm gonna put on the respirator. Yeah, that's more like it. I swear, every time I look at this car, there's the same amount of zombies around it. Even though I feel like I've killed a couple of hundred here already. Well, now they broke my baseball bat, the bastards. I dare you to break my nightstick as well. They did. They did break my nightstick. But joke's on you, I got more. Strong woman is getting out of breath now, so I'm gonna have to rest for a second. And there's still a nice group over there. Well, this stupid fight has been going on for hours. Can we please stop now? Look, I even took out the crowbar, okay? I admit it, I made a mistake. Now let's be done with it. Strong woman needs to go to sleep soon. It's been a long day. There you go, that should be the last of them. Let us uncouple this for now, and let's get the fuck out of here. Dealing with that is gonna be a trouble for another day. I returned to the previous safe house. It proved great last night, and it should prove great tonight. And if you wanted to see how far we've come, this here is Fallas Lake. And now if you zoom out, this is Echo Creek where we started. We went down to Irvington, up to Akron, over to Brandenburg, right here to Riverside, and now we're here. And we still have a long way to go through all these towns. Oh, what a journey that's gonna be. And how many more zombies we'll have to kill? Well, we'll see.
Was it overconfidence, or was it simply bad luck? No matter what, Strong Woman was starting to crack. She's been on the road for 20 days straight, moving and fighting. Fighting and moving, always on the run, barely any time to take a deep breath and relax. She started making mistakes. First the small injuries, then the mess with the roadblock, and now she screwed up in what was supposed to be the tiniest hurdles on her long path. And indeed, the path ahead is still long, and the biggest dangers still loom in the distance. So unless she gets her act straight, there will be no Exfill for her, only an endless miserable life in the undeath. But if she can get her focus back, then a big prize awaits her in Fallas Lake, a prize that she already fought for and failed. But if she can claim it, then her road towards her extraction point at Louisville Airport might be just a little bit easier. But I doubt there's gonna be anything easy about claiming this prize in Fallas Lake. She already killed like 500 zombies in the city itself, and she broke a bunch of her weapons doing so. But maybe that's gonna mean there's gonna be less zombies to deal with, right? I mean, she killed all of that here. How many more could there be? Hopefully not many more, and hopefully they got some good loot on them. They better, because I do need to replace a couple of items. The sound of combat keeps on attracting more and more, because there's always more and more. Just give me some peace and quiet, zombies. All I want to do is steal a truck, but I will take this firefighter ass gladly. That was already worth it, and there's bound to be more good stuff, right? I just need to eradicate the whole frickin' town first. Just that tiny detail, and then we are good. Okay, I think now we can finally chill a bit, and we can loot the bodies. Well, unfortunately, besides a nightstick, a basic wooden spear, and a new filter for my gas mask, there was nothing special here. There is a banana on this zombie though, I'll take that. Now, let us play at being a mechanic. There you go, a new battery is in, and I did have to smash in the right window to get inside, so I'm gonna try to grab this. 65% chance to get the window. Please don't fail me, strong woman, let's go. Now we just gotta fuel up. We're gonna throw this gurney out. Definitely don't need that. And then we just have to transfer everything over. Let's not forget our foodstuffs. And then we are ready to ride. Actually, we're not quite ready to ride yet. I want to change some tires as well. These ones are just regular here, so I want to replace them. And we inflate them fully. And now we can finally ride and move onwards.
Wow, this place is still so occupied. I didn't want to check the police station at least. Zombies, please let me do that. Oh, they instantly broke my spear. Now I'm just fighting with a short stick. But strong woman can turn anything into a weapon. A weapon of mass distraction. Okay, let's just go chop some of them. That works slightly better than a basic short stick. Who would have thought, huh? Now, if I can just clear some of you guys, I can make it to the police station. Let's see how well this one does. Probably better than a wooden stick, right? In any case, I already know that the police station has been like broken into and probably fully looted, but I still wanna just check if there's something useful there and take this axe off of a lady. Axe. I wanted to say axe. Look, it's just 8 in the morning here. I need to kill a couple of more 100 zombies to wake up. But yes, now we'll take that axe. The ice axe actually strained her muscles, huh? Fine, I'll just sit down a bit and relax and you guys can watch me do it. This guy didn't get the memo though. We're all about sitting down here. You guys could sit down and relax a bit. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? But they don't want to hear that. I guess we'll just pop some pills. And then we can take a look at this place. I guess there's still a couple in here, huh? There's always somebody to murder. Never any peace or quiet. Silly zombies, really. I will steal your water. And I will steal your steel rod. And I will steal whatever you got in here, lady. She had absolutely nothing. Since we already stopped here and cleared most of the zombies, I guess I'll check the pharmacy there as well. Let's see if this doctor's office got any apples. Well, the doctor is home at least. No apples there though. Oh, but the patients are here. I will just take these alcohol wipes and then I will wipe. It is getting later in the day now. I still got some of that muscle fatigue, and after I check this ambulance here, I think I will split. Oh yeah, I'll take your bandages, thank you. And the suture needle. And I'll siphon whatever gasoline you got. Wow, that was a full can, amazing. Now, let us go and move on. Goodbye, Phallus Lake. What we need to find now is a place to rest our weary heads. Luckily, there are plenty of lone farms down here in this rural area. And there's bound to be one that I can find and claim. How about this farm right here? Seems slightly broken, but there doesn't appear to be any zombies nearby. Yeah, this place seems full on abandoned. I will claim it. It is now mine. The big bedroom is slightly trashed, but the windows are fine, so I like this. Well, after spending the night here, it is time to move on. Phallus Lake is part of Doe Valley region, I guess, and well, we're gonna be visiting another part of that region today, because there's a military surplus store that I definitely want to visit. And then from there, we'll be moving on towards Rosewood. Now let's see what this little town has to offer. I want to quickly check the trash behind the diner, hopefully find some food. Oh yeah, licorice. Nice. And we're stealing the beer as well. Well, that was already worth the stop. We got some trash food for days now. And now we check this area. Oh yeah, this is slightly more full of Zeds. The surplus store is even more full of Zeds. How about you guys all follow me and we're gonna go on an adventure. Just come a bit further over here and we're good. I'm sure this is not gonna cause any issues for me in the long run, right? I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? Now, let's quickly drive away. In the meantime, I'm gonna just stop here at the car repair shop, let those guys disperse a bit, and see if these guys got something for me. At least one place that has been fully looted. Not that that means much. Oh, where'd you guys all showed up from, huh? This is my ambulance, you can't have it. Now, from here on, I'm just gonna walk on foot to that surplus store. Maybe do a little bit of sneaking. Then we can see if my alarm did much here. Well, it did something for sure. I mean, there's definitely fewer zombies here. Still a lot though. But let's see if we can find our way inside. I can't see if the place has been already looted or not. It does have broken windows, but this could be all these zombies here. Oh no, I've seen glimpses. Yeah, it's all looted. Still, I'm here now. Might as well take a quick peek inside. Maybe there was something useful left. Well, the biggest find here was some food in the trash. I also found like 3 boxes of ammo, so there is that. But besides that, not much really. And even though it's still pretty early in the day, I think we'll be slowly moving on. After all, the trip to Rosewood ain't gonna be a short one. I will refuel my car first though, and see if I can siphon some more gasoline from these cars. Every little bit helps. Now we leave this area. And we find 2 sledgehammers on the road. Wow, that is amazing. I think that is one find that the insane loot does not affect. And neither does the trade she's got. So this find was just me being insanely lucky. The reality though is that in build 42, sledgehammer isn't that crazy valuable item anymore as it used to be. Because now you can use welding torches to remove metal barricades. But of course it's still great to have one at hand because you never know when you're gonna need it. Now this highway is gonna take us straight to Rosewood. Or is it? Oh, that's another military blockade right there. It doesn't seem to be nearly as populated as the one before. Although there are some Zeds in the trees. And there's a lot more on the other side. I think I'm just gonna quickly check these boxes for loot before these bastards break through. But it's all looked like it's been looted. I think they'll be coming through very soon though. Yep, here they go. The flood has been released. Let's run. I doubt there's anything good I can get from this anyway. Screw this barricade, I'm going home. And when I say home, I mean I'll need to find a different route to Rosewood. Another detour. I wonder how many of these we'll see. I hope not many, but I know there's definitely gonna be some more. I just don't know where they're gonna be. I think one mistake that I made by choosing this ambulance, it chugs gasoline much faster than the fire vehicle we were driving before. That could prove a problem in the long run. I just need to be more aggressive with siphoning gas from abandoned cars. And maybe if I can, I could set up a generator at one of the gas stations. Like I've seen a couple on the road so far, but I never picked any. Let's be real, I don't really have space in the back here to throw one in, but maybe, we'll see. Now, this is the farm outside of Rosewood where I wanted to stop, and it looks like it's in mint condition. Just need to get the residents out of here. Gotta make sure these guys don't break too much stuff. Now the house should be empty, but these bodies here are gonna leave a stink. I'm gonna throw them out after I make sure the shed is also empty. Oh, I found a new crowbar in the shed. That is a huge find. I'm already very glad I stopped by here. I will make sure the barn is also empty. Oh, these guys killed a poor cow. Now you'll pay for it, you bastards. That cow never hurt nobody. I wonder if I can butcher it and get some meat out of it. It is slightly heavy to carry. Let's see if you can get something off of it. Well, I'll level up in butchering, that's that. And actually quite a lot of meat. I don't really have anywhere to cook it right now though, but maybe I can find like a charcoal burner or something in the town. Now let's get rid of these corpses. Don't want them stinking up my place. There you go. That's gonna be much better.
Rosewood lay ahead. A town with many points of interest that could contain valuable loot, a police station and a fire station nearby, many shops and gas stations, and the heavily fortified prison. All could mean treasure. Treasure that would make her journey much easier. But after more than 20 days on the road, there was but one thing Strong Woman really craved. One thing she desired above all else, and she was prepared to go an extra mile just to get it. One thing only, and it was a nice, well-charred beefsteak. Yes, I'm aware that eating a steak that is anything but rare or maybe medium is considered a crime these days. But you know what? I'm actually partial to a well-done steak. I don't mind it. I kinda like it. So as we now enter Rosewood, there are 2 things that I wanna look for. First is cars we might be able to siphon some gas out of. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to fight quite a lot of zombies to access those. And second is finding a grill, and that one should be easier to do. I just need to not get stuck amongst all of these zombies and I'll be fine. And also not get murdered by any of these. Yes, the road is dark and full of terrors. But one of these houses with high fences should have a nice grill in the backyard. And I'm here to find it. It might not be the easiest thing ever, but it should be a fun little adventure for Strong Woman. You know, just a little side quest on her long journey. And if she has to kill a couple zombies to do it, well, so be it. And she will keep on doing it until this bar holds. And if it eventually breaks, well, she's got more weapons of mass distraction. And she will happily distract the zombies with them. And there's a couple of them distracted ones around her vehicle. Can't have that going on. Now, some people suggested that Strong Woman should be fighting sprinters as well. Well, when you're fighting insane zombie numbers, that can be really obnoxious. Because every group you'll fight, there's gonna be sprinters in it. Even if you go and set them to like
1% chance to occur. And since there's always multiple groups encircling you, well, that quickly can skyrocket and start to really suck. Strong Woman fought sprinters on her 1-year journey before, but this is not the time or the place to do it. But maybe again in the future, we'll see. Now let's hope this barbecue here's got some gas for me. Oh yes, it does. Now, we're cooking with onions. Actually, there's no onions here, but the smoke. Oh yeah, I love this effect. Just gotta make sure that I can cook in peace, and that counts raccoons as well. I don't know how long it's gonna take before these all expire, but I have a feeling Strong Woman is gonna be eating well for at least the next couple of days. Oh yeah. That is delicious. I need to check how badly I wrecked my ambulance just getting here. 41% on the hood, alright. And the trunk is hurting as well. Let's see if I can siphon the gas from any of the cars that are parked here next. And since I still have a couple of extra spare hoods, I can get that fixed as well. Although I'll probably want to do it after I get out of the city again today, just so I don't completely break it in the process again. Because I expect the roads out here are never going to be fully clear. So we'll now just fight these zombies here and try to siphon the gas. And then we'll see where the road leads us. And of course, I will always try to loot the zombies on the ground, see if they got anything useful for me. Unfortunately, that group did not. But you never know, maybe this next one will. Or the next one. Or maybe the next one. But one thing's for certain, there's always a next group. Until there isn't. And looks like we got plenty of gas in here. Can't believe the first car I tried already paid off. Truly glorious. Unfortunately, none of the other cars here had any gasoline. But still, that is 20 extra liters in my ambulance. And there is always more cars to find. And there's always more zombies to kill. Oh, and we got some gas here. And we have zombies here. Who would have thought that that might end up happening, huh? Alas, no matter. Strong Woman will deal with them all, one group at a time. And after they all finally perish, she will steal their gas. And then she will continue fighting on, just for a chance of even more gas. And no matter how much that might hurt her, she will keep on pushing on, until she's either rewarded for her efforts, or there is no luck. But there are always more cars to siphon. And with that, definitely more zombies to kill. Luckily, not all zombies are very smart. And they might take some time before they reach her. And time is all she needs. Now let's educate these poor masses. And let us tell them of our Lord and Savior, Strong Woman. And let's explain to them exactly what she's prepared to do for a couple of extra liters of gasoline. She's prepared to fight even when everything hurts. Even when her muscles are hurting with strain. Even when she's in pain and the world around her smells bad. But not all gambles pay off. That's just the way it is. And now the day does grow late. So it's time for one final push. One final check. And we do have some juice here. Well, that was the last of the cars here. So I think for today, my job here is done. Which means that for now, we return to our temporary base, where I can try and fix this hood. I'm not sure if this one is gonna last long, but it's still slightly better than the previous one. But since the trunk I cannot repair, well, we're gonna probably have to eventually find a new vehicle. Now let's enjoy a fine piece of steak. I heard some zombies rustling outside during the night. Yeah, there's one lady. But if all goes according to plan, I will not be returning here tonight anyway. So I don't need to even worry about these bastards. By the way, even though Strong Woman gorged on steak the previous night, she is still losing weight. I guess the constant exercise and killing almost 4,400 zombies will do that to you. In any case, today we will try to push through this madness on the road and make it to the other side of Rosewood, where the police station and the fire station await me. I assume the fight will be tough, and I assume I'll need to find a new hood soon again. But maybe it's not so bad here, right? Although I see the police station is completely trashed. But the zombie numbers here aren't that bad. At least initially, they're not that bad. But we'll see if that's gonna continue. Ooh, got a machete from this zombie, that's nice. Now, if one of you delivered a katana as well, that would be sweet. They say ask and you shall receive. Well, I did ask, so where's my bloody katana now? Now, let's see what you guys got in here. There's probably gonna be plenty of zombies and a lot of nothing else. But these are police zombies, they have interesting items on them. At least sometimes. Definitely a great source of nightsticks. Those I always appreciate. I'm gonna try to make it to the armory through these claustrophobic tunnels full of garbage and rats, and one 9mm round. Amazing. That was totally worth the fight. Well, the many nightsticks were definitely worth the fight. And who knows, maybe I'll get some more from these boys. No, he's using a mason's trowel. Amazing. There we go, that's a nightstick and a generator on the lady. I wish I could grab it and carry it to maybe a gas station, but I cannot. So for now, I'll move through this incredibly thick fog. And we're gonna go check the fire station nearby. Looks like people from Spiffos needed some help from the firemen. And there's definitely enough firemen here that one of them is gonna have some clothing from me, right? Just one of them is gonna have some pants that are not gonna be broken. Well, none of them did. But this fire department doesn't look completely looted. So maybe I'll get lucky with some loot inside. There's bound to be something in here, not just zombies, right? Just give me something I can use. Zombies, please. Guess there's a firefighter t-shirt. There's also a raccoon in here. I guess he's the local doctor here. It must have been really lacking in personnel that they started employing raccoons. Ooh, I did find a firefighter axe. That's a proper find. And I found some naked ladies upstairs. Guess these guys were having a party in here. There was nothing else to find up here but the unfortunate sex workers. Which means we go and kill more firemen in hopes that not all of them soiled their pants. Will my hopes help? I don't know. But so far, every zombie firefighter I killed has shed its pants. And that did not change here. But wait, there's more. There is always more. I think I've now mostly ran out of firefighters to kill. Oh wait, there's one more. He shat his pants as well. So now I'm gonna try to do some mechanical swapperoos here. My ambulance trunk is at 1% now. And while the Spiffos is great, I really don't wanna switch up the engines. But while I have a really low chance to uninstall this, I'm gonna try to grab the rear windshield. If I damage it in the process for a bit, that's fine. I succeeded in my second try. I appreciate that. Now I can also steal the rear door. Oh, and that actually got my mechanics up. Level 3, that's gonna improve my chances. Well, that's a bit better. It's getting later in the day and I want to find a place where I can stay here for the night. Because for my last day here in Rosewood, I want to go check out the prison. How about this one right here? There's definitely a couple of zombies out here in the fields. Let's make sure there's none remaining. I think she has found the bedroom where she's gonna stay tonight. I'm gonna check the shed though for any zombies first, because you never know what might be in here. Seems safe. I like it. Well, it's time for our last day in Rosewood, and with it comes the hope that maybe I'll be able to find a better car than this wreck. Will I? Most likely not, because this is still a very good car. It's just its ability to carry anything in the back has been completely lost. We have 109 kilos out of 35 available in here, so that's pretty nice. Hopefully I'm not gonna wreck it even more today, but I'm excited to see if I can find something useful at the prison. And I expect the prison is gonna be quite the mess. Unfortunately, there's not that many cars around, so there's really only one that I would want to check out. But I guess first I will need to earn the right to do so. And I will earn it with this big old axe. The axe that I stole from the fireman yesterday. It will serve well today. And with it, Strong Woman is gonna cleanse this prison of the heretic, the mutant, and the witch. All really just to check one car. A car that I'll probably not want to take. Now, let's take a moment to rest. Maybe eat the last chunks of the steak. I also want to check the other cars for gasoline at least. This one, I already know I can siphon, that's great. You know what, maybe this calls for a nice crowbar. It's been a while since I used one. Why not test it for a swing or two? It is her holy weapon. And with it, she will get to this car. Doesn't have a battery. Otherwise looks pretty great, right? But her massive ambulance will still be better. So now we're gonna fight to get back outside. One step at a time. I could try breaking into this building, because there is an armory on the upper floor. But I fear what kind of can of worms getting in there that would open. Because while it is pretty far away from the rest of the prison, it is still connected to the prison. Oh yeah, probably don't want to deal with everything that's in there. I'd rather just steal some gasoline. That might be the safer step here. My ambulance is actually completely full of gas now, and I have no more spare gas cans. But you know what? I have the chance to get a new hood here. Job well done. There's still a couple of places out here in Rosewood I can check, and I will do so. Ooh. We could replace the ambulance with exactly the same car we had before. Wouldn't that be a fun thing to do, huh? There might be a few zombies to kill first though, and I will do my best to go ahead and kill them. No matter how many they come at me, I will get them. I will get them all. If that car is gonna be in good condition, I think I will want to switch up again. Even if that would mean I would have to leave a bunch of stuff behind. But yeah, I need to check the condition on it first. Definitely seems very good in the back, 120. Very green across the board up front. It's got full battery and a full tank. I think I have to do it. I think it's gonna be time to say goodbye to our faithful ambulance. I also want to see if there's something good in here. And there's plenty of trash food I can grab. And then we finally rest. Moving the ambulance over is gonna make quite some noise again, but that cannot be avoided. Just need to kill a couple, then we can do the switcheroo. Now the question is, how long is the other car gonna last? Hopefully long, but if not, oh well, we're gonna have to switch again. That's just the Nomad life. There's still plenty of zombies around, but I'm gonna risk it. I can throw everything I've got here into the other truck. It might take a while, but we're doing it. I'm gonna have to do some window smashing, and then I can hope I can get this window. I did get this window, but I hear the helicopter. Oh shit, we need to hotwire this car real fast. This is really not the time and place to keep failing these. That's good. Now quickly grab all the food, and then we're gonna have to very quickly leave as well. I cannot fix the window yet, and I cannot take the extra gasoline, but what I know I have to do is leave very fast. I will just drive down the highway towards Marchridge, and hopefully I can lose the helicopter along the way. And out here in the middle of nowhere, since there doesn't seem to be too many zombies around, I'm just gonna try to install this window. At least I did manage to grab that when fleeing. The road to Marchridge isn't as empty as I'd hoped it would be, but at least right now I don't hear the helicopter behind me anymore. Oh, but this is a problem. Now this barricade doesn't seem to have all the zombies. Oh no, they're in the forest there, and this continues. Oh yeah, they're all towards Marchridge. Yeah, I will not be able to drive through here probably. I will need to find an alternative to get into the city, which means I need to find a way to stay. Also, that zombie seemed very well equipped. An assault rifle? Oh, that's pretty good. So while this might not be the worst detour, it's still gonna put a wrench in my plans. But well, I guess the helicopter already did that. Now let's see if this place is safe to stay the night. It's definitely something. I don't know if it's safe, but I definitely do not want to sleep right here. So I guess up here we'll have to do, even though we have a broken window right there. But it is better than nothing.
Strong Woman had many plans, but zombies had another idea. Rosewood hordes completely obliterated her ride, and that ambulance is now gone. But just as she thought she found a salvation, a helicopter showed up and had her scrambling to escape. And now another barricade on the road, another military checkpoint that was completely overrun, blocking her path, another detour she has to to take, a detour that will cost her in days and endanger her life even more. Strong woman might be a sister of battle, but faith can only carry you so far. So just as always, she's gonna have to put her trust into the mighty crowbar to see her through. Alas, no weapon will save you if you don't have the mental capacity or desire to save yourself, and with the constant setbacks and the general reality of zombie apocalypse, even the strongest would crack. But not Strong Woman. With March Ridge lying ahead, a town no one ever wants to visit, she's now even more determined to pull herself through and make it to the Louisville airport.
Well, the path to the airport is still long and full of terrors, and since our direct path to March Ridge is blocked, we're gonna have to find a way around. To be honest, I'm kinda excited by this detour. Even though it's probably gonna take the whole day and we're gonna have to ride some country roads, I'm gonna take this opportunity to explore 2 new locations added in Build 42 that I've not visited before. So we're gonna be stopping by a lake resort and also a water treatment plant. But until then, we have a lot of empty roads ahead. Now we're getting closer to the civilization again, and there we have a small settlement here. I will show you all this on the map later on, so you kind of have the idea where this is. But yeah, we are beside a giant lake that actually has some islands that could make for really cool bases, because nobody's ever going to be able to get to you. In any case, we made it down here to the water treatment plant. To be honest, I have no idea what to expect here, but I guess we'll learn soon. There are some zombies here, but nothing too special. Now, I'll gladly take a look at that car they have parked here. Although, it's not in a very good condition, is it now? So I guess we'll just murder some zombies and break our axe. We do have some like tall fences here. This could make for an interesting base location for multiplayer. You would very much be far away from everybody else though. Oh, look at that. We got pork here. I do wonder if you can actually go and fish from those ponds. I cannot imagine that fish would want to live in there. But since in PZ you can fish from swimming pools, why not here? But then again, you do have a giant lake right next to it. So that's probably better. There is another big building down here and another truck. Okay, I want to check that one out. And we have plenty of space in the back here to deal with these guys. So we'll just go one at a time. Now, I also want to apologize if maybe I sound different today. My face is swollen and my mouth is full of stitches right now. In fact, I'm really not supposed to be talking and recording quite yet. But you know, I thought there's gonna be a lot of driving this episode, which means less talking. What could possibly go wrong? Well, you can certainly never go wrong with a new hood. Also, I don't think these zombies can ever get out of there. How did they even get in there is the question. Oh my god, this could be a perfect sneaking training. You kill the rest and then just sneak past these while they're inside. They can't break these tall fences. Let's see. Am I getting any XP from this? Yeah, I am. Oh yeah, you kill all the zombies and then just run around sneaking past these. Perfect. Of course, that also works if you're high above some zombies and can't get to you. Anyway, that was the water treatment. We found something interesting here at least. Now we're gonna drive all around the lake and check out the resort as well. I gotta say, I really like this area for like wilderness survivor playthrough or something like that. Lots of trees, lots of lakes, lots of rivers, lots of everything. Truly perfect and peaceful. Well, we made it all around the lake, and this is our entry to the resort. Let me show you the circle we made. This here is water treatment, and this is all around the lake, and this is like a giant lake with a bunch of islands and such. And this here is the giant resort. I'm gonna assume there's gonna be about 1 million zombies here, but I don't necessarily want to go into resort proper anyway. Just take a quick peek on their parking lot. So yeah, definitely do not want to go in there. I just wanted to see if they had any cool cars. They have raccoons, so there's that. There are some cars, not sure if they're worth fighting for. But you know, when in Rome, you definitely shouldn't be drinking cafe near any of the big monuments. You'll be paying triple the normal rate, if not more. But I guess that's common sense. Common sense that I did not have when I was like 17 and was there for the first time. Man, was I surprised how much that shit cost. But that was half of my lifetime ago. I'm like a wise old old oak now. Anyway, this old oak is now gonna check some cars around here. See if there's any gas to be siphoned. Spoiler, there's no gas to be siphoned. But we do have a very high quality hood here. I might want to borrow that. Ooh, this one has a almost full tank. I'll be wanting to borrow that as well. Unfortunately, not everybody agrees with me on that part. So I got some work ahead of me. But as always, nothing strong woman couldn't handle. Actually, she's getting kind of winded. So we're just gonna take a quick break. Then we're gonna quickly fill up the tank. And then steal this gas. And steal some more. Well, my gas tank is full. So we steal the hood as well. And then I think we'll leave these zombies to their resort. It is actually kind of getting late in the day already. So I gotta keep on moving. There's a bait shop on the way out with a couple of zombies. And there is also a broken down gas station on the other side. But we're just gonna beeline for the March Ridge now. There's no secluded farms where I could spend the night around here, nor can I take the main entrance because it's blocked by the military. So I'm just gonna park here on the side of the road. I'm gonna do some vehicle maintenance quickly and do some foraging, see if I can find some food or such, so I can have a nice dinner before I sleep the night away. Now that it is morning, we go onwards towards March Ridge. Let's be real, why would anybody ever want to go March Ridge? I do not know. Because besides military apartments, is just shit of a town. And since there's only one entrance to drive in, we are entering it on foot. That's gonna be fun. Well, this is like an apartment complex area, which generally is basically 3/4 of March Ridge. Really, most of March Ridge is just housing and housing and housing. I guess all the soldiers had to live somewhere. And there are some neat places to loot for your general survival runs. There's a gas station here and there's like a big or decently big mall complex here. So you have places like that medical center there. And most importantly, there's a VHS store back there. Which, to be honest, in Build 42 is not as useful as it used to be. Because you can only learn stuff from VHS tapes up to level 3 unless you change that in settings. There's also a military bunker deeper into town which we're totally not gonna visit. I feel like that would be just asking for trouble. And let's be real, trouble is the last thing a strong woman wants. She's all about peace and prosperity. If we ignore almost the 5,000 zombies she killed. So yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can loot some trash here. And I don't think we're gonna mostly just move on from March Ridge. This is really not the town where I would want to be. Not a place worth risking your life for. Even if it does allow you to reach 5,000 kills. And then quickly cross it. I'm killing these 50 zombies here. Just so I could check this garbage can as well. That mushroom was totally worth it. And I think I will say goodbye to this place. Maybe just see if I can hunt down a raccoon. Little guy's too sneaky. Not too sneaky. Poor strong woman. Now I'm gonna butcher this poor thing before we climb the fence. And that was totally worth it. To be honest, I would never hurt a raccoon like that in real life. But strong woman's gotta survive one way or another. Now we're gonna ride towards my favorite town, Muldraugh. I'm probably gonna be hitting some military blockades again, so I gotta be careful. We already have a bunch of zombies in the road. Oh yeah, just as I expected. That is a proper barricade with very tall walls. These guys were not joking around. Oh yeah, I already see zombies up there and in the forest, so they're just waiting for me. I don't think strong woman is qualified to get past this security check, but I can check these crates around here, which held absolutely nothing of interest. But maybe these ones here will have something for me. That's a big nope. Well, if you can't get through, we'll take another detour, meaning I have to drive all the way back down to March Ridge and take another road. This is gonna send me on quite a road trip, as this detour also allowed me to, well, accidentally run over a rabbit, so we're gonna be eating that as well. Also, I have found a shortcut. Potentially a dangerous shortcut to ruin your car, but a shortcut nonetheless. See, this allowed me to skip around and I'm gonna be approaching that blockade from the other side. I did notice there's some tents in the wild there. I'm gonna go check out what happened here. I guess this lady happened, but these guys have some cool stuff on them, and I'll take it all. And since I do have an axe, why not chop down a tree, right? Then we can light the fire and cook our rodents. There you go. And now, if this fire spreads, who cares? We got some cooked meat. Now, we're gonna continue up here to approach Muldraugh from the south side. And I'm gonna drive straight through and see if I can get myself to the gated community. Now these roads are quite full, but there are some side paths I can take and get myself into this area. I fully expect to have to be fighting for this. There's about to be plenty of zombies in here, and I might even use my crowbar for this, just to make things simpler. Clearly Strong Woman wasn't the only one who was planning to set up shop out here in the gated community, but she's gonna be the only one left standing after this. That's the plan, at least. Well, that's much better now. Seems like we dealt with most of the zombies in the vicinity. I do want to check the trash can, of course. Drinking all of that maple syrup should definitely help with our weight problems, because Strong Woman is still losing weight. But all she needs to do is make it to her extraction point on time, and she's gonna be fine. And this is where we stay the night. And that maple syrup finally helped turn up her weight.
As expected, March Ridge was a bust, but a full belly was worth visiting even the worst town in Kentucky. Now Strong Woman has Muldraugh at her feet. A town with so many interesting places to visit, she'll have to skip half of them. But it's also a town that military thought would be a great idea to completely blockade. And once she's done with it, there will be no easy way out towards West Point. The question now is, how much time is she gonna risk spending on exploring and looting, and how much time is she gonna leave herself to find a way west? Both could be crucial. Both could help her reach the airport on time, or fail and leave her stranded with no way out.
There should always be some kind of a way out, right? And if one person can find it, oh well, that's gonna be Strong Woman. Now for my first day proper in Muldraugh, I'm gonna drive back down to southeast part of town, the area where we entered the place yesterday. First, I want to check this new industrial area, see if we can find something useful in here. Well, the answer is probably gonna be no, but there's not that many zombies around, so it's definitely worth checking. There's bound to be something special in here, right? Well, there's definitely zombies in here, and that one's got a hatchet for me. I also found some extra weapons I can use, but otherwise nothing special. So we're gonna be moving towards where I really want to go. That is gonna be the new police station. Oh yeah. That is a beautiful place. I think we go crowbar here. I think that might be needed, as police tends to be pretty occupied these days. You would expect all these employees to be out in the field, right? But no, they're all back at the base. Can't blame them, to be honest. After all, there are zombies out there. Who would be crazy enough to be traveling the world when there's zombies out there? Especially if you're not strong like Strong Woman. And let's be real, none of these police officers are strong like Strong Woman. So yeah, they stand no chance. There is still a lot more streaming in. I thought it was time for a hockey stick, but maybe it wasn't. Or was it? Maybe it was. Well, one thing's for certain, there's gonna be a lot of police zombies to loot, and a lot of nightsticks to grab. Well, they did finally break my hockey stick, so it's iron bar time. I was hoping there'd be some cool police vehicles out here, but there's nothing cool about these guys. The only cool thing is that they die fast. And they will all die. Now we can even start some looting. Or maybe not quite yet. There's so many police officers to loot, I could stay in here for a day. Probably not be able to loot them all. I will steal the ammo from their guns. I have a feeling I might need that when we get to Louisville. Still a long way there though. Lots of pistols where I can eject magazines. Or shotguns that I can unload. I won't be able to take everything though, but I will take what I can. That's a quite nice new stack of magazines. And the zombies keep on streaming in, almost like they are attracted to something. Funny enough, they all know a way around this fence. No matter how far they need to walk, they'll walk it. So I don't really feel safe going in here. Where are you hiding? Oh yeah, the bastards are streaming in. Now it's the time to fight again. And definitely not inside. I did want to check what they have out here in the armory. I didn't expect much with how looted this place was, and yeah, there was nothing here. But do I dare go downstairs? It does seem decently empty, but it also means it's probably empty of loot. My assumptions were correct. There's some food in the trash I can eat at least. Oh, some respiration filters down here as well. That was totally worth it. Let's go check the chief's office upstairs. He is home. It looks like his place has been looted already. Well, I spent most of the day looting this place. I can hear more zombies coming in. So maybe it's time, we leave this place and go back where we can spend the night. It is quite smelly out here anyway, so let us depart this premise and let us push through the suburbs. That's my way back to the safe house. There's definitely gonna be some garbage to take out here, but you gotta do what you gotta do to stay safe. Luckily, I've done a pretty good job the night before, so the trash is minimal. Another day, another adventure. Today we're gonna go check out some warehouses and storage units. Again, on the police station side of the town. Looks like they've been broken into, so that's good for me. But first, we're gonna stop at this warehouse right here. It even looks like it hasn't been broken into, which is nice. So hopefully there's gonna be something good to loot here. Not outside though. Also, I'm hunting rats now. Not just zombies, but also rats. Vermin can be perfectly good food. Don't let anybody else tell you different. Better that vermin than this vermin, to be honest. Plenty more vermin in here. I have actually seen something very good in one of these boxes. There it is, packer bag. This thing you can get from your antique trade, and only as the antique collector. And you can see the capacity is huge, and encumbrance reduction as well. So we're gonna go from 36 to 49 capacity. I lie, it's actually 63 with all of our trades, which is insane. Strong woman can now basically carry more than most of the cars on her back. And the bag itself looks really cool. So yeah, that was a huge find. Oh, and our antique trade is firing today. That is an antique katana. And that is another antique katana. Looks like Strong Woman just woke up and decided to be the luckiest bastard ever. Now, with those amazing finds in hand, we're just gonna move slightly forward. And then we're gonna stop here at these storage units. This might end up being a big battle. So I think we're gonna go crowbar here. You know, better safe than sorry. I wouldn't want to risk her life now, since we just found so much good shit. Although they are spread out enough that I can switch to an axe. Train that skill a bit as well. Although I gotta say, axe is pretty high as well. Spears on the other hand, oh yeah, we're low on that. But maybe at some point I should start learning. Today is not that day though. Today we stay safe. And we check what we got in here. Those scary bastards. And otherwise, a whole lot of nothing. There is of course more to loot in here, and this is the scary part. Because you never know where these bastards might be hiding. Sneaky beaky bastards. The problem with those is you don't even get to hear them. They just sit there and wait to jump you. In any case, that place was pretty empty. I did catch a mouse though, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Now we move on, again through busy streets. And I wanted to go to this small warehouse over here, but I think this is too busy. Maybe if I go in from this side though. And once again, we switch to the crowbar. And we take it nice and easy, one zombie at a time. We'll still got plenty of daylight, so we got time. Just gotta be careful. And we use the car as a barrier, so it kind of confuses them and they don't know where to path. You know, spread the love a bit. It's starting to look a bit better, a bit more clear. And that is all I can ask for, right? Now I can actually enter in here. And let's see what we've got. It does seem like it's been pretty looted already, unfortunately. But maybe we can get our antique trade flying up again. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Unfortunately, not this time around. I did find an obsidian blade, which is kind of cool. Not really my weapon of choice, but it can deal a lot of damage. Although it's probably not gonna last long. It will serve for now, and maybe my high maintenance skill is gonna keep it alive for a while. I should let these guys break the doors here though. You know, they could do my job for me. Well, they are too slow. But we do have more incoming. A lot more incoming. Well, in the end, besides that obsidian blade, this wasn't really worth it. But maybe some of this trash here is gonna give me some extra food. I mean, who doesn't like eating from trash? That is perfect. Now, I think it's time we spend the night somewhere. And I know just the place. Even though at first I kind of missed the road to the place. In the end, I made it. We'll have to deal with these, of course. And then when everything is peace and quiet, which apparently is not gonna be anytime soon, hey, I even managed to level up Short Blade. This reminds me of the time where we lived in West Point on my community server, and the streets looked like this every day. Yeah, West Point can get pretty wild, and we'll be visiting it soon. Now, how about that peace and quiet I was promised? There we go. Now I can peacefully go and butcher my rats. That's perfect. And I know just the place where I can cook them. Oh yeah. So delicious. We're gonna be eating mice for dinner today. Now the rats might make her slightly sad, but a good night's sleep is gonna fix that. Now it is slowly time to leave Muldraugh. Also, it's definitely time to replace this hood, but that is my last spare hood, so we're gonna need to find some new ones. I do have plans where I could potentially do so. We're gonna be visiting McCoy's logging grounds today, and since I'm pretty sure that the northwestern part of Muldraugh is blockaded by the military again, we're then gonna be taking the rural roads towards the back of West Point. But one thing at a time. First we say goodbye to Muldraugh proper, and then we go check McCoy's for loot and vehicles. Alright, there's one parked here. I'll be saving my katana today, and I guess I'll be breaking my spear on the second zombie. Never mind, we switch back to the pipes then. Pipes will do just nicely. And indeed it did. 81% of that hood, I will gladly steal it. And this place does seem pretty looted already. So we'll swing back and check this one out first. Also, maybe some of these vehicles. This is an 89% hood right there. And my backpack now fits one. I know I'll be needing one going through West Point anyway. So, you know, might as well grab a spare. Now let's see what we got in here. It's definitely not looted, so these boxes here could have a lot. Well, I guess I'm not the only one trying to find stuff in here. So come on in, boys. Ooh, I even got a key for this place, which is sweet. Now, let's see if you can get lucky over here. Well, I did not get lucky at all. But it's fine. I'm used to that happening every night. So really, nothing new for me. My pipe finally gave out now. And since we are at McCoy's, the axe will be appropriate. And who knows, maybe these guys in here will have a spare for me. Though, seeing how trash it is, I kinda doubt it. But again, stranger things have happened. Just not today. This front one seems unlooted though, so fingers crossed there's good shit in there. Spoiler alert, besides some food in the trash and a half-broken spade, there was no good shit here. Which means it's now time to leave. And we're gonna be taking the back roads all the way to West Point. This might not end up being the smoothest ride, but it is what it is. I did find an empty gas can on this car, so that's gonna be useful. If I can find more cars with some gas in there, I can then siphon them. Like maybe this one right here. Nope. Or maybe this one right here. Also nope. Well, we made it to the outskirts of West Point now. And this house right here, I'm gonna make my own. It might take some killing to do so, but I will do so. Hopefully this is the last one. Well, he wasn't quite the last one, but looks like we are now in the clear. And now we can go rest before we attack West Point tomorrow. Strong Woman now has everything she needs to succeed. She has katanas for the Louisville hordes, and she's got the sledge to get into the big city the safe way. But she's not there yet. West Point lies ahead, and it's notorious for its dense zombie population. Besides, there is bound to be another military blockade on the exit bridge to the west, and the options to bypass it will be minimal. But if she can make it through, then Louisville is just ahead, and with it, a chance for extraction. Alas, Wayne June was right. Overconfidence is a problem. Even though the final goal is just ahead, the most crucial part of her journey comes next. She has to be careful, she has to stay safe, and she has to tackle one problem at a time, or risk being a zombie snack mere steps from the finish line. I will make sure she does not become a snack. But we do have one small problem here. Strong Woman is on the wrong side of West Point from where we want to be, which means I'm now gonna have to push through half of the city to get where I want to be. But luckily the street seems to be decently empty here, with some small roadblocks and some more roadblocks. But to be honest, that was surprisingly straightforward. And I'm already where I would prefer to be at this point, and this seems extremely empty. I don't know exactly what's happening here. West Point is usually known for being extremely overpopulated, but this shit right here is just empty. Oh, That is that's a pretty good find though. Look at those calories. Strong woman is gonna nom on a whole stick of butter. Yeah, that's more like it. I've never seen this area so empty, which means that probably the rest of the town is gonna be extremely full. But you know what? I'm gonna gladly take this opportunity to refuel, and then I will continue exploring. Now usually with high population on this highway down here, you'll be hitting hordes soon. And looks like the gas station here is slightly more populated. But just the gas station. This area here is once again decently empty. And this is where I want it to be. It is strange to see such an uneven spread of Zeds around here. Although, some have now arrived. But these should not really be a problem for Strong Woman. And indeed, they were not. Well, I guess there's a couple more here. We have attracted most of the gas stations, it seems. We have attracted some Zeds from the gas station, it seems. But not nearly as many as I'd expected. Now, let's see what we really have in here. Well, we had nothing in here. I did find a bunch of extra food in the trash, though. And I was able to make this delicious vegetable fried shrimp and mushroom sandwich with soy sauce. Almost better than rodent meat. Now we're gonna move on towards these storage lots, which does seem to have a few more Zeds around, so we'll have to deal with those first. Nothing Strong Woman couldn't handle. Now come on over, boys. There's a party here. Now the main building here seems like it was looted already, and here are the possible culprits. But these storage units here seem to be intact still, so I'll go and check them out. There are some hiding inside as well, and I'll need a sledge to open most of these, which I'm not at all sure it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, it wasn't. And this area does seem to be completely looted as expected. So that means we're gonna be moving on. But I do have a slight problem. I'm not sure where it's gonna be safe to spend the night. Surprisingly, the gun store and the Twiggy bar here looks pretty empty. So I'm gonna see if I can make this area safe. The front has been broken in, and of course there's plenty of crap all over the place. But we can also get seriously drunk here. I'm more interested how it looks upstairs though. I could potentially block the stairs and just sleep up here. With very little zombie activity out here, that would be pretty safe. Now fortunately, the gun store looks trashed here. Someone must have took the barricades off of these doors and gotten inside. I didn't even know that was actually possible. Luckily, the looters left behind a bunch of ammo that I care about, and I can still make it in here into the armory, which was unfortunately completely empty. Never mind then, we're gonna go rest now. Although we do have a small conga line coming at us now. So I'm gonna deal with these bastards first. Then we barricade this place. And then we go to sleep. The night was peaceful, so we're gonna continue our exploration right next door. And I want to check this Gigamart. Now there's gonna be some zombies around, of course, so we're gonna have to deal with those, which is something we are of course used to. The only annoying part is that they're not nicely grouped up, they are spread out all across the place. Ooh, I also spotted this Ranger car that I'm gonna check. That is a lovely looking car that can hold even more than our car can. It's got a full set of performance tires already on it. I think it might be time to switch up again. Although I'll use my current car to explore today, just so I don't break the Ranger car more. I am now very excited by this new prospect. But of course I do want to loot this area first. And I instantly broke my spear. Well, we got more where that came from. Don't worry zombies, I got this. This place actually has a decent amount of food for me. So Strong Woman's gonna be eating good today. I just need to find a place where I can cook this. And all of these lovely zombies I can funnel through this small opening. Just gotta be careful my spear doesn't break. Which it instantly did after I said that. So we're gonna just switch to machete for a sec. And then we're gonna deal with them. Now let's see what these guys have in here. I found some more trash food, but that is about it. So we're gonna be moving onwards. And my plan is to skip the main streets here and visit the local police station. I can already imagine that this is gonna be fun. Okay, this was not fun. We're gonna use the shooting again and try to bring all the zombies a bit further away. Then we're gonna be totally sneaky and we're gonna break in from the back. Totally sneaky beaky like. You might have noticed I'm using some more unconventional weapons today. Weapons that I know are not gonna last long in Louisville, but they are still weapons. Well, that one isn't anymore. Now my car seems slightly less popular than it was before, which of course is good. There's still a lot around here, and we have raccoon friends again. As you know, I would never hurt these. Guess we are gonna be eating good today. Let's take a look at this place and see if it's been trashed or not. Probably less than most. There's still probably not gonna be much in here, but I'll take whatever I can get. I'll probably gonna get more from these zombies than anything else. The place is quite full still of zombies coming from everywhere. But let's see what I can find in here. It's not that far to the armory. Just need to be careful not to get jumped by any of these bastards. The armory seems to be intact, which unfortunately doesn't mean much, but we do have an extra magazine for this M9 pistol. There was also a small caliber rifle, but we don't really need that one. So let's be done with this place, which might take a second because I want to recover my raccoon, and these guys won't allow that. Now, let's butcher the poor boy. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Now let's return to our home base, which is where we're gonna do the good old switcheroo. After I deal with random distractions. Which got my long blade to level 4. So thank you, random distractions. What would strong woman do without you? Not much, that's for sure. Good thing I got plenty of fuel for this bad boy. Now let's hotwire here, and we do the big old switcheroo. I'll miss this bad boy. It served us well, but the new one's gonna serve even better. Now it does seem we got some visitors here at our sleeping spot, which is really not allowed. And we're gonna cut down a tree. Now we're gonna start a fire so I can cook my rodents. Well, isn't that cozy? I am gonna put out fire because I don't want this place to burn down. And looks like we're gonna continue having clear skies, which means as we slowly move towards Louisville, no problems with helicopters. West Point surprised strong woman with its light zombie presence and the general hospitality of its residents. But sleeping on a bar couch for 2 nights straight was enough for her, and with the major points of interest fully looted, it's time she begins scouting the road leading to Valley Station, her final stop before Louisville. She knows there might be some military blockades nearby, and she knows the ways around might be scarce, but the question remains, is it worth fighting for a shorter route or risk the long way around? Well, let's be real, I don't necessarily want to risk anything, so I'm just gonna inflate my tires before I leave. And then we look for the way out. As suspected, there's a lot of burned wrecks on the bridge, but we can push through here and take the railway bridge. There's a group of zombies here, but otherwise the road seems clear. It seems like this blockade did not survive the Build 42 update, probably because there's a new gas station right here. Well, that makes things easier for strong woman, and we can continue onwards to glory. I'll be taking the side roads, not the highway, and there are 2 reasons for that. First, there's a couple of places I want to explore here in Valley Station, and no, not the big mall. And second, since we do have a sledgehammer, I don't need to take the front entrance to Louisville. That place is so full of zombies, it's not even funny. So first we're gonna check the shooting range today. If it's not fully looted, there might be some useful stuff we can find here. Of course, mostly what I'm looking for is ammo. It does look like it's been trashed though, but you never know what looters might have left behind in their hurry to escape. Oh, that's a full-on box, let's go. To be honest, getting that one full box is more than I expected, so I can easily say this place was a success. Next, we're gonna check the hunting lodge, and hopefully dislodge this zombie from my car. Looks like the hunting lodge is pretty popular though. No worries, we'll deal with it. I'd rather not use crowbar outside of Louis anymore, but swinging this big axe might tire strong woman. Actually, what am I even talking about? This is strong woman. She is the absolute MVP. She never gets tired, even if her axe breaks. So come on in, zombies. She is ready. No matter how many you throw at me, she's gonna handle them all. Alright, she does have a little bit of muscle strain now, so we're just gonna chill in the car. And then we continue once again. One more time into the fray. By the way, she has now killed way over 6,000, which I think is pretty impressive, to be honest, especially since she's using melee mostly. No wonder her hands might hurt sometimes. This is a lot of swings she needs to get in. Now, fortunately, this place looks pretty looted. We'll see if we can get lucky with anything at all here. Oh, there's a box of 556, that's good. But that was mostly it. There are a bunch of zombies in the back as well. I'm not sure if it's safe to stay in here. Yeah, there's a lot here. Not a place where I'd want to get stuck inside. I'd rather go check these bodies for potential loot. Alas, no luck. Now, we're just gonna move to this small town next door. So much for a small town with all these zombies here. Looks like quite a lot of people actually lived here. So now I have to deal with these guys as well. Strong woman cannot catch a break. Yeah. Small town for sure. Oh well, I started the work, I will finish the work now. I might need more than just a nightstick for this group, especially because that nightstick broke. But I got another. This is why we raided so many police stations on the way here. These things are killers. And I guess that should do for now. Now I'm gonna make sure that these bedrooms are safe, because this is where I want to spend the night. I'm even gonna take these stairs out and make sure there's no zombies left in the back. Then we're gonna block this walkway, and then we can safely chill here for the night. The night was peaceful, which means we can continue onwards. And since I mostly already cleared this area, I'm just gonna check the bar next doors. When I said I mostly already cleared this area, I thought I did a better job, really. Clearly, I did not. So I'm gonna have to fix this now. It's so weird that this really tiny little town almost has more zombies than West Point did. Really not something I expected. Now, let's see what we got in here. I'll take your crappy food. As for the rest, not really worth it. So now we leave this tiny little town, and next we're gonna stop at the storage units here and see if there's anything useful here. They all seem open, they all seem looted, to be honest. So I'm not sure how much I'll be able to find in here. Well, I did find the looters. Maybe they'll have something for me. Oh, but I did find something amazing here. That's the third antique katana now. Strong woman is getting ready for Louisville. That's the last of them, and that badminton racket is all there was here. From here on, I'm actually going to be moving towards the Louisville entrance, but I'm not actually going all the way there. My plan was to stop right here at this small warehouse. Of course, I expected to fight for it. It looks like most of the zombies are still stuck on the parking lot over there. So I'm just gonna take care of these couple, and then we're gonna break in. The good thing is, this doesn't seem looted. There are zombies in here, as you would expect, so I just need to quietly deal with these guys, and then I'm gonna let some light in. It does sound like there's a bunch of zombies stuck above me, so I'm gonna have to go and deal with those as well, plus all of these guys that are coming through here. Ah, here they come. There's still one more here, and then one more, and now we can loot. In so many boxes here, there's bound to be something good I can find. And actually, I have found a lot of stuff. I got a garden fork, a shovel, 2 claw hammers, and a pickaxe. Plus, we also have these antique boots, and you know I gotta wear these. Now, with this done, we're gonna go on the back roads, and I'm gonna go search for the backdoor entrance to Louisville. Just need to squeeze through. I could actually take this road up here. That was where Strong Woman entered Louisville back in Build 41. If you haven't seen that one, there's like a 3-hour video of how I survived 1 year. And it was a pretty wild year with insane zombie population. Now, I need to avoid this insane zombie population. And then we're gonna take this road up this way. Because there's giant farm. Up here is probably where we're gonna be spending the night. But I just wanted to drive a bit further on, just to check what awaits us on the morrow. It looks like there are some here that had the idea that getting into Louisville might be great. Turns out they all turned into zombies instead. And now they are in my way. And we can't have that now, can we? But this right here is the entrance proper, and there's no zombies here? There's literally no zombies at the military checkpoint? What the hell is going on? These population settings are getting weirder by the day. In any case, we know where to go in the morning. But I definitely do not want to crack that one open before I have a good night's sleep. So, we'll rest here. And by here, I mean by this house. Which does have some zombies around. Surprisingly, more than at the military checkpoint. Would have seen that one coming. Oh, and these bastards have killed all the chicken. You will pay for that. Oh, there's a lot more here. Come on over then. Let's have a party. Looks like the house is pretty full. I gotta make sure it's safe. I can hear there's still some zombies inside. So they're either in the basement or upstairs. Well, I'm glad there is nothing in the basement. This looks creepy as fuck. So upstairs it is. Alright, this place is now safe. So I'm gonna have a good old rest. And then it's finally time for Louisville. Well, I'm surprised we didn't see any zombies at the military blockade yesterday. I cannot say I'm mad because of that. In fact, it makes my job here that much easier. And now we can finally say we enter the Louisville area. I can see the first residents here, and I will welcome them with open arms. Or I guess with a garden fork. Potato, potato, you know. Now let's see if they left behind anything here. Well, they did. That wasn't much, but it's better than nothing. Now, let's go further to the northeast and let's check out the other military areas. It is starting to get a bit more populated here, which means my car is about to get ruined. Not something I really want. So instead, I'm just gonna kill these guys. While those over there work on breaking the fence. Well, good luck to them. I don't think they will succeed. Now, while they break that shit down, I'm just gonna check these boxes here. And I'm also gonna climb the watchtower, which also doesn't have anything in it. So, we move further on. Or maybe we do not. I really don't want to completely break my car. So instead, let's break some zombies. Yeah, that's gonna be a long road to manually clear. But better go one zombie at a time than leave my car a wreck. Luckily, these guys have spread out nicely, so they're not that hard to deal with. Although all of those banging on the fences are making strong women slightly upset, which I guess is only natural. My problem is, for some of these, I don't know which side they're on. Well, they're never really on my side, are they? Hey, that was a new level in Spear, so that is also a bonus. What is not a bonus is that my fork broke, so that new Spear level doesn't really mean much anymore, does it? Well, that should clear up the road a bit. I'm gonna get the car now, and we're gonna have to deal with this problem. If only my hatches weren't breaking. Ah, now that's better. Also, my ear's gonna be ruined from all this banging from these zombies, but at least these guys will be quiet soon. Can't say I'm a fan of all these zombies going north there, like they know there's an entrance, because that entrance is very far away. They can't know. But if they do, that might be a problem. And I'm suddenly gonna be on a timer. Now, just a few left over here. Don't get up, buddy. Yeah, just a few, and then we can loot this. And I can just hope these guys don't get any reinforcements. Although it's not for the lack of trying, all these zombies banging. Also, I'm surprised what a low amount of actual military zombies there is here. I was hoping for some more. Unfortunately, this was all empty. So, no luck with the military. Now, me and my ruined car, we're gonna go further deep into Louis. Not too deep, of course, but just a bit further in so I can find a farm where I can spend the night and do some much needed mechanics on this car. We're gonna be leaving through here, and we're gonna be taking a right down here towards a remote farm. I was not expecting there's gonna be so many zombies here at this roadblock, and since I don't want them following me down here, I'm gonna take care of them. What is a few extra for strong woman's count? She is slowly closing on 7,000 kills now, and she's gonna go much higher than that. Hopefully this is the final group here, because I'm expecting I'm gonna have to clear the farm as well, and the hour grows late, so I don't wanna spend the whole night here. It was, after all, not the last group here. Just one more crowd to deal with, then we go. Then we really go. Now we really go. Okay. Well, we're gonna have a couple more here, but then we'll finally have some peace and quiet. Just this one last group, strong woman. I promise, just one last group today. And then there's gonna be so many more groups in Louisville. But at least she's gonna be well rested. At least that is the dream. Ooh, I found a new shovel on one of the zombies. And I found a couple more zombies out here. Now this place is pretty broken. There's plenty of trash upstairs as well. But there's a nice bedroom here we can use. Rest up and get ready for Louisville tomorrow.
It's right there. Louisville beckons, and beyond it, strong woman's salvation. But big city also means big danger, and it wouldn't do to screw up at the last hurdle. So she has to be careful. She has to take it one step at a time and not push too hard. But at the same time, she needs to loot some dangerous points of interest, just so she can load up on weapons and ammo that she'll need to crack open the airport itself. Alas, before she cracks open the airport itself, she needs to enter the city of Louisville and retrieve a priceless piece of art from the Grand Ohio Mall itself. A piece of art she'll need to pay for her exit at the extraction point. But it seems like everyone was shopping on the day the apocalypse came, and the mall is full of the hungry shopping dead, eager to cut her journey short.
Well, now you know what we actually gotta do to get out of here. And yeah, that's not gonna be easy. To be honest, I'm not even that afraid of zombies. I'm more afraid of losing my car. Luckily, we do have some spare hoods. Even the journey itself towards the Louisville Mall is not gonna be easy, and it's probably gonna take me a while to even get there. But get there, I will. I see the highway is already pretty populated here, but the further this road gets me, the happier I'm gonna be. Especially if I can find some cars like this and just steal a hood from it. The zombie pop here isn't too bad, so I'll go for it. What is a couple of extra zombies for strong woman, right? She just gotta be tactical about her journey, and all will be well. Oh yeah, 93%, that's pretty good. This is gonna need to break in first, then break some skulls. And I'm gonna have to work really quickly here because there's zombies all around, and they want a piece of strong woman. Alright, the new hood is in, let's go. That should make the journey a bit safer, and as long as there's not too many zombies on the road, we're gonna be just peachy. So far, so good, but I can imagine getting out of here is gonna be tough as well. But you know what? We're gonna deal with one problem at a time, and I'm not gonna worry too much about what is to come. Oh, the military's got some blockades going on here. That could be bad. And there's a few zombies just hanging out here. But thankfully, that is something I can actually bypass. Once again, just need to make it past all of these guys without completely ruining my car. We have arrived at the Grand Ohio Mall. I love that car, by the way. The parking lots are populated, and we need to get in somewhere on this side. And oh my god, this is amazing! A helicopter now? Oh no! It would probably be hard to find a worse timing for a helicopter to show up. That's amazing. I really don't have anywhere to escape to now, and this is gonna pull all the zombies right on the side where I wanted to get in. What we can try to do is, I guess, escape to the beach maybe? If I can only push through, I can take this path down here. And then I can hope the zombies will follow me all the way down here. But this is a temporary measure. I don't know how I'm gonna get back, because this road, the only road down here, is gonna be completely blocked. The zombie population down here, even if I'm in the woods, is crazy. I even actually made it down till the end. Now I'm gonna stay here and see what happens. We're gonna try to pull them away from my car, because there's way too many coming here. Follow me into the woods, boys. I don't know how many are still following me. I think I lost most of them. So we're just gonna chill here for a sec. But I guess those seconds are gonna be pretty short. But I'm not yet sure if it's fully gone, so we wait a bit longer. I'm actually not that far from my car. It's right here. So I can definitely make it back there. But I'm very much afraid at what I might find there. Well, apparently everybody's on the beach now. Yeah, this is absolutely horrible. Oh yeah, this is horrible. This is the worst that could have happened. This is gonna probably not be fun. But you know what? Screw you, zombies. I'm going home. Go boom. Let's go. We haven't used fire so far. It's time to start a fire. I kind of wanted to save my bombs for actual Louisville or airport, but clearly the time is now. Now I just need to set everybody on fire. That should be easy, right? And then we murder them. Oh, this is gonna be a nice ball of fire. I don't know why exactly everybody wants to go to the beach, but how about you guys? welcome here. Let me see if I can actually help you with that. That should hopefully notify some. Magnum is a pretty loud pistol after all. Oh yeah, more are coming. Now, go through the trees and follow me here. This here is gonna basically take one whole day for us, which is a lot of wasted time, a lot of wasted resources. I'll make these bastards burn. And if you start a little bit of a forest fire, well, forest fires never hurt nobody, right? I mean, it's minus 13 degrees out there. At least she's gonna be warm. And the fire deaths are gonna stack up now, finally. Of course, this is still gonna leave a bunch of stragglers around my car, which is not gonna be perfect if you wanna stay safe and sleep out here. So I need to make sure to clear these. I think the fires are now mostly dying down, although I still see sizable groups of zombies around here. Hopefully I can set more on fire this way. Come on, friends. Spread up. The forest still burns slightly here with a couple of zombies in there. But otherwise, the place is mostly clear. And there's a lot down here on the beach still. These guys didn't get the fire memo. And now they will die. But unfortunately, it's getting late in the day. I won't be able to make any progress today. And I'm quite terrified of what tomorrow might bring. Plus, there's still plenty of zombies down here. The heli really did bring everything over. There's gonna be one less group to bother me now. But at least around my car it now seems pretty peaceful. And the back of my car is pretty ruined. And we sleep here. Well, she made it. Nobody tried to break into her car overnight. Now the question is, can she actually make it back? Or will the roads be full of zombies? We're just gonna have to push through. There is no other way. Let me through, you bastards. This has a chance to completely ruin my car. But if I can get lucky, then we can make it back. And by back, I mean to this parking lot here. Alright, we are back to civilization. And civilization means all of this. I'm gonna now ignore all of this. I'm gonna try to get as close as I need to be before I actually start fighting. Which I don't think is a good idea, but it's an idea. My thinking is that the helicopter should have pulled some zombies away from the mall. Getting myself cornered is probably not the best idea. But for now, this is where I'm gonna make my stand. And today, crowbar is my weapon of choice. Yeah, I don't have many of them anymore, but then again, gotta use them sometimes. If I don't use it now, I don't know when I'll have the chance. So give me your worst zombies. This is really good. They are very spread out there, which means they don't really want to get to me even. I could actually try going through that door instead of making a separate hole in the wall. But I think we make a separate hole in the wall. Now I gave myself another danger behind me. Certainly another of my brilliant ideas, right? Who wouldn't want more zombies coming out of the mall? Yes, getting myself cornered is the name of the game. But these guys, again, are nicely spread out, which means easy pickings for strong woman. So zombies, give me your worst, as I said. Strong woman is so ready. Just please come outside. I see them shuffling in there. And I don't want to shoot or yell here to get them out. I feel like that could cause more issues. I think this is where we need to be actually. I think this might be the place. It's one dangerous place. The hallway up here seems decently clear. And there's one dude in the office. Oh, there's gonna be more. This is the mall proper, yeah. Man, it is so dark in here. You do not want to be claustrophobic in this line of work. So let's just get our painting and let's get out. Just need to deal with these first. And a couple of these. These guys are all art enjoyers. So many art enjoyers. I should have probably tried being more sneaky, but I'm not sure if sneaky is the way. Come on, just let me get to my painting. Of course, this is attracting more and more. Definitely more than I would want. I gotta be ready if I need to run out. Look at that, long blunt level 9 now. Just in the nick of time, you could say. I think we might have the time now. Okay, maybe after these couple. I hear them behind now, so I need to take this quickly. We got our painting. Now, we just need to run out. We just run out. Let's go. Alright, we got the Nomad above the gloom. It's 20 kilos of a painting. Luckily, it fits into our backpack. Now, I need to get out somehow. I'm just gonna run towards my car and fight whatever is there. Oh god. There's a lot here. Okay, I think we're gonna have to do something about this. Give me my magnum. Let's pull some shit away. This is gonna pull zombies from literally everywhere. And I'm gonna try to keep on pulling them further away from my car. Technically, they should follow. I only have 4 shots left on me. Let's bring them all towards the mall, shall we? Holy fuck. I'm gonna try to sneak run just to make less noise. And then hopefully shit left around my car is gonna be easier to deal with. Oh yeah. That is much more doable. Thank you very much, zombies. I will be departing now, but I will do another stop. You see, I can't say no to this potential upgrade. My car's got no space in the back left. If I can do the switcheroo here, I'll win. So let's try to clear these bastards away and see if I can get lucky. That new level in Long Blunt is definitely doing work. Just a few left. Whoever is close enough to hear me, get over here and let's fight. It pisses me off that I have to wait for these slow strollers. It's supposed to be the walking dead, not the shuffling dead. And yet, they shuffle. But I think this should do now. Let's check how this bad boy is looking. The windshield is a bit bad, but otherwise, yeah, pretty good. I'll fix the tires as well. After all, we got the technology. At least there is no way that another helicopter is gonna show up while I'm doing this. Let's pop some gas in quickly, and we can easily move everything over. Can't forget to switch over the food we've got. And of course, we're gonna need the battery. And we gotta get rid of all the tires. And install all new tires. And I actually have enough space to throw the painting in here, which is perfect. My good old car, you served me well, but now we switch to a newer one. Just need to hotwire the bad boy. And then we leave. Let's go. Now I was thinking how to do this, not to get stuck in all the hordes we released on the roads previously. Because once you drive through, there's gonna be all the zombies moving on the road. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take a risk. And instead of taking a right, I'm gonna take a left here. And we're gonna drive through the very heavily populated suburbs. Actually, I don't know if this counts as suburbs. We're just driving through. Past these beautiful giant mansions. That would be quite a place to build yourself a home in here, huh? And I have a feeling nothing's gonna be left of our hood when we get out of here. But if I can get out of here, you know what? I'll be happy. I cannot imagine our old car surviving this though. To be honest, it's hard to imagine our new car to survive this. This is where Speed Demon wins it for you. It's really hard to get stuck in the horde when you're fast. And sometimes you just need to plow through. Luckily, we got a map and we know where we gotta go. So strong woman shouldn't really be getting lost in here. Now we're back on the road we traveled on before, which could mean some trouble, but these guys are nicely spread out. And the groups weren't that bad here either in the first place. Now, I'm gonna take this side road down here. I'm gonna see if this place here is any better than the place where we stayed the night 2 days ago. Seems very peaceful and quiet, which I like. What I don't like is how busted our new car is now. Luckily, I still have some spare hoods. I mean, we knew what's gonna happen getting out of there. And we do have some zombies trickling down here. They have followed the sound of my car, I guess, from the trees. Surprisingly a large amount of them, but nothing strong woman couldn't handle. Or at least, well, I hope so. I really did not expect this many here, especially since it looked so peaceful at start. But I guess looks could be deceiving, and I have indeed been deceived. I think I should be fine if I clear out the vicinity though. How did you manage to even trickle over here? These guys are basically bloodhounds, and with how dark it got, my visibility is not perfect. They're already in. They're going through the house! Really not what I desired, boys. Maybe I should not have come here. Maybe this wasn't the greatest idea in a series of long, terrible ideas. And let's see how it looks upstairs. I constantly hear them walking outside. I need to go clear out the backside. Oh yeah, they're definitely here. There will be reckoning, and you will be sorry. All of you will be sorry. And you guys as well. I'm gonna barricade myself up here. And these cardboard boxes are gonna so stop zombies. But it is enough to just slow them down. Now we're gonna pop a couple of cold ones and then we sleep. Now this isn't perfect. She woke up at 3:40 in the morning, hearing noises probably, which means she's not gonna be arrested today. But no zombies have made it up here. She's gonna be going on 2 hours of sleep today, looks like. So that just means we take it nice and easy today and prepare for the raid the next day. And when I say raid, I mean the attack on the airport itself. But these bastards are right on my road out here. Not a fan of that, guys. How about you move a bit? Come off the road, please, so that I can then come on the road. We're now gonna go past our previous safe spot, if I manage not to crash my car, of course, which is not as easy as you'd think. And we're gonna go and visit the military blockade again, but this time around I'm gonna take the road down here. I don't know how deer managed to get stranded in here, but there they are. And this path should lead me to yet another military blockade, which means we're gonna slay a lot of zombies again. I mean, I did say we're gonna take it easy today, right? So we take it easy one at a time. At least I'm safe in knowing that everything behind me is empty. So we can just slay these here safely, with lots and lots of space to maneuver behind. While these guys try to break through. They are of course gonna annoy me with the noises they make. Definitely not a fan of that. Also, I saw a couple of military zombies, or I guess I killed a couple of military zombies, and I definitely want to check those guys for loot. Also, I'm surprised how well this machete is doing. It's been blunted and almost broken for ages now, yet it is still going. First new piece of loot, let's go. She's looking badass now. She does have a bit of a muscle strain now, wielding this machete, but I don't think I got the luxury of stopping. Well, actually, maybe. Just gonna go a bit further away from these guys breaking stuff, and then we're just gonna chill. Until we chill no longer. I do wanna just quickly check if there's anything good at any of these guys. And then I'm gonna go kill some more stuff, because this place isn't gonna break in itself. But that machete did eventually break, so we're hand-axing now. Though just to be safe, I probably should crowbar these guys. Yeah, I think that might be for the best. Maybe even not completely ruin every piece of gear here. Alas, unfortunately, most of the shit is already ruined. But that ghillie suit, that looks dope. There's a lot of stuff that looks dope here. I don't know how many more there are in the trees down here, but I gotta assume the worst, right? Besides, I have a feeling a bunch of these guys will try to find a way in over there somewhere soon. In any case, they'll probably soon get bored by just banging on the fence. At least for the sake of my sanity, I hope they get bored. There's a few more out here that we need to deal with. Looks like it's gonna be a long day after all. This place could have been avoided, but after there weren't that many zombies at the previous two blockades, I was confident this one isn't gonna be so bad either. I just forgot that this one is much bigger, and that it could actually have some loot for once, but probably not. Those warehouses around here are probably trashed. Still worth checking though. Well, sad days, my crowbar broke finally. Maybe we try some alternative methods. Unfortunately, those will get me tired faster, and we still have a lot to get through, but one piece at a time. And if we need to, we can always pull back a bit. Yeah, she's getting out of breath instantly after using pickaxe. Maybe I will have to pull back. Good thing I prepared a delicious sandwich. Now let's just pull back a little and rest. And then we again stop resting. And we get back to murdering. I don't want to pull out my last crowbar right now. That one is a sacred weapon. Actually, I should check. Maybe I have a spare one in the back of my car. I do not, unfortunately. Now, the problem is, Strong Woman only had like 2 hours of sleep tonight. And it is getting slowly late, and there's still a lot of zombies here. In any case, this place here seems trashed, which makes me sad, because then this fight would be all for nothing. There's a lot of boxes here. You never know how many katanas there could be here. Although I think all the good loot I have found in non-trash buildings so far. But still, I gotta check. As much as they'll let me. Well, besides some rotten broccoli, I didn't have much luck. Now, I would just want to check if the other place here is trashed as well. Oh yeah, very much so. By the way, Strong Woman managed to kill over 8,000 zombies now. So that's a new milestone. Okay, I'm starting to get boxed in here, which I don't think is very good. And unfortunately, she is getting fatigued again. And of course, it's also getting late in the day. So I think I'm gonna give up on this place. There's way too many zombies still here. And I'm gonna go retrieve my car. Goodbye, zombies. I'm going home. And by home, I mean we're gonna break through here. Yeah, Strong Woman is already getting drowsy. It was definitely the time to pull away from that blockade. As for a place to stay the night, we're gonna go up here. This place seems pretty infested as well. Never mind, maybe we're not gonna go up here. We're gonna push just further ahead over here. And my hope is that this place is gonna be a bit more friendly. Well, I don't think my hope was well placed. But this is a Strong Woman. She's gonna fight until the end. If she's tired or not, she's gonna fight. That drowsiness effect is definitely not helping here. There isn't much else I can do if I want this house. I just gotta fight for it. And no matter how tired or exhausted she's gonna end up being, Strong Woman will prevail here. The muscle strain isn't helpful either, but all we gotta do is fight one zombie at a time. And every kill is one step closer to salvation. That fatigue though, that one is not great. So we're just gonna rest in the car for a sec. And once we have to, we fight again. Let's see how the actual house looks. The doors are open, which means at least they're not broken. But it is midnight now and Strong Woman is still killing zombies. Let's sneak in. Let's see what we can see in here. Place is not trash, which is great, but I do hear zombies inside. There you are. The place does seem clear though, so at long last we can go to sleep.
She is so close now. Her extraction point is finally ahead, and all the horrors of the long road will at last be worth it. Alas, the airport is large and the horrors there are bound to be large as well, so getting deep inside where she can safely exfil will be anything but easy. But this is what she's been preparing for all this time. This is where she can unleash her whole arsenal of looted weapons from across the whole Knox County. And if the airport has to burn so she can send a signal, well, so be it.
This is it, my friends. This is what we've been training for. Today we unleash the absolute chaos on the airport. I can't believe we actually made it down here with our car intact. And if anybody can count all the hoods we had to switch in our cars across this whole series, well, let me know, because you're gonna be a hero. Now, let's see what this place got to offer. And here is the terminal, and back here is the entrance we will probably have to take. But for now, let's start swinging, shall we? Actually, while am I swinging that pickaxe? We got katanas now, boys. This is where Strong Woman is finally allowed to shine, and she's finally allowed to kill everything. So come at me, zombies, let's do this. Let's hope these katanas can last for longer than a couple of kills. It would be a real shame if they broke quickly. But so far, so good. Not that she needs it, but this is also decent long blade training. Also, these guys have nicely opened the doors for us, which is great. Now, allow me to enter in here. Where's the planes now? Where can we take off? It's actually surprisingly empty out here. You would definitely think that this place would be more full. I thought it might take a bit longer to reach where we need to be, but you see that tower? That's where we need to send the signal from. And anybody that's gonna try to stop Strong Woman is gonna die. The question though is, how exactly do we send the signal? I guess sound could be one way to do it? Let's see if this is loud. Yeah, this is pretty loud. Maybe we could use fire as the second one. Wow, that was terribly thrown. Somebody please step on this fire. There you go. Oh yeah, that should send a nice signal as well. I'm sure they'll see smoke from quite afar like this. Yeah, zombies. Just burn yourself. That would be perfection. And I can practice my shooting a little bit. Those who don't want to burn will die to katanas. Those too slow will die to katanas and fire. That I like to see. Look at that. That is almost like Johnny Cash wrote it. A burning ring of fire. And these guys are trying to burn down the building as well. Which, to be honest, could work, because that's gonna cause even more smoke to send a signal. It might make getting inside a bit tougher though. But Strong Woman isn't gonna complain. She is just gonna slay. They definitely made her entrance in here easier. And there are some zombies inside. And there are some that are trying to get inside. And some that are trying to get out. And my path now leads me over here. This is the tower itself. And the tower operator is still here. Clearly he's not the only one. Come on over, friends. You're stuck somewhere. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna have a blizzard? Let's see if these guys can rescue us. Come on. It's just sending bzzzt noises. Well, maybe we need a bigger signal. Maybe the smoke wasn't enough. What if you blew up these containers? They should go up in flames nicely, right? These guys out here stopped burning anyway. But I would kinda need some volunteers to burn this, right? Now, how do you get volunteers, huh? Let's see if I can quickly open this. Oh yeah, I can. I'm gonna park the car right next to this. I'm gonna let them stack up around this. Gonna give them some time. Oh well, I guess it will have to do. That didn't go quite as I hoped, but okay. They're on fire. I think the barrel is instantly on fire as well. Come, my friend. Let's share some of that fire, shall we? There you go, we thread the needle and we go in here as well. Bring the fire with. Let's see if I murder you right next to this. Can the fire spread? That'd be nice. Come on, boys, burn these barrels. I guess we can burn these as well, that's fine. Well, if that one doesn't want to burn, at least this one burned anyway. I'm pretty sure all of this should be enough smoke now. And thusly the signal has been sent. Everybody now knows that Strong Woman has arrived. Also, that's Long Blade level 5. Nice. In my 1-year journey in build 41, I managed to max every single combat skill all the way. Actually, I don't know about maintenance. Probably not, but I don't remember. It's been a while. Anyway, I think we can go and turn this off now. Now, one final step remains. Just a bit further ahead here, there is a helipad on the roof. Past all of these lovely zombies here. Where is it? There should be on this roof somewhere. There should be an H. Maybe you can't see it because it's snowing. But trust me, it's there and we're gonna fight to find it. One last giant fight for Strong Woman, right? What could possibly go wrong? One woman to roll them all. I gotta say, this katana is pretty good. I'm gonna have to check how many kills we got with it without it breaking. It barely lost any condition so far. I can say I'm a big fan. Probably why I never play with Antique Collector trait. It can be ridiculously powerful like this. But ridiculously powerful is Strong Woman's second name. So for now, I'm just gonna enjoy my ability to kill here. And I will invite you guys to tell me, what kind of a challenge would you like to see next? It doesn't need to be Strong Woman or Weak Man, just as long as it's something Project Zomboid related, and something that it doesn't take a couple hundred hours to record. I of course got a lot of ideas what I want to do, but hey, for that new series, I'm not gonna start it right away, so you got plenty of time for your ideas. First, I want to play some Dwarf Fortress. There's a new siege update coming and I want to tackle that. Now, this should be our exit. If there weren't snow, there would be an H here. Trust me, believe me. And now that she finally made it here, it's time to inhale some of these proto-vitamins. And of course, let us not forget that silly painting, which we're gonna place right here. That's where we can enjoy art. And that's where Strong Woman is gonna wait for that helicopter. She has killed 8,690 zombies. And that antique katana didn't even break. And she got 428 kills with it. For a bit over a month, I'd say this went pretty well. Thank you, everyone, for watching.